Hello everyone and welcome to Eurogamer. It's an exciting day here today because not only am I going to be playing the first 3 hours of Dragon's Dogma 2 for you all, but I am joined by Jim from VG247 whose work I've been a massive fan of for probably over 10 years now, and this is the first proper time we've kind of working together, I think.
It is actually, yeah. We've always been like ships in the night, sort of. You know, I've always been in places where you've definitely been.
Yes,
you know,
I think
3 hours earlier, sort of like, oh, Higton's been here.
Yeah, the stench is lingering.
But yeah, no, we haven't actually. I don't think we've even had a proper conversation until now, which is
no. I mean, the last time we met properly, I think you ambushed me with a fox puppet at EGX.
Oh yeah, no, that is true. Yeah. No, that would be the first time I spoke to you. Yeah.
But yeah, no, we are going to be playing through a big chunk of Dragon's Dogma. Well, as Jim noticed, Dragon's Dogma 1, not Dragon's Dogma 2, according to the title screen here. Capcom forgot to brand their own game properly. But this is Dragon's Dogma 2, I can assure you.
Yeah, it is. We promise it is Dragon's Dogma 2. I think this speaks to how this is pretty much like a do-over for Dragon's Dogma rather than a sequel.
Yes.
So yeah, in the best possible way. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. Now, a lot of people might never have played the original Dragon's Dogma before. The original Dragon's Dogma, kind of janky, bit hard to get into. This one is also a little bit hard to get into. I'm currently working on a beginner's tips video, which a distilled version of a lot of stuff I'll be talking about today. One of the things I should point out straight away that I found really useful and isn't really explained, in the options, if you start this game in the options and go to camera, when I played it, I found the camera was way too close to my character. On the default, the camera distance is right up close. So first thing you should do, if you want to get all the good panoramics and the good views, is bring that camera distance right up. Just as a little...
It's that like 360 hangover thing of like the camera being practically on the character's shoulder, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's good. It's nice to have that it's that tweakable though. There's so many like quality of life options in this, and I feel like it's way more accessible than the first game actually.
Yeah, it still has it still doesn't handhold you with the the tutorials and stuff. But yeah, the first one I played for about 20 hours and then kind of fell off it a bit. But this one I'm really into. Yeah, you played the first as well, right?
Yeah. I loved it, but similar experience. It was a bit. Oh God! The first game, I always found that you hit a wall with it where it just becomes a bit like too like impenetrable, you know.
Yeah.
But this one's definitely designed for normal people to play.
Normal people, and yet we're playing it.
Yeah,
at least normal people.
Yeah.
Long as our favourite man suffered.
Lovely Captain
Without
Branch.
a true monarch to guide her.
Like the characters in this are great. The first game didn't have any memorable characters in it as well. That's the other thing. And this game, like, I don't know, Capcom in general have just gotten so much better at narrative over the last sort of decade or so. So this game's like building on everything they've been doing with like Resi and all that as well. So
yeah, like you said, yeah, this feels like the distilled down version of the first one.
Yeah. I feel like the first game is like I don't know, it probably does it a disservice to call it a tech demo for this, but that's what it feels like. You know, it was like a first draft, and this is like where they were actually wanting to go with it. So.
Yeah, it feels almost like the first one, the tech wasn't quite there for what they wanted to achieve, and now they can achieve it.
You can almost see the gaps in the first one, you know, where things have been taken out because they were a bit too ambitious. And infamously, the original is supposed to have some like massive section that occurs on the moon. I've no idea if that's in this one, but yeah, that was one of the things that was taken out.
Wow.
But yeah, it's crazy how much they cut. But you know, they were working with they were trying to make this on a 360, which is, you know, a very underpowered machine by today's standards.
Yeah,
so.
totally, compared to this. I don't know if we go to the moon on this one. I hope we do, but the map for this one is supposedly 4 times larger than the original game.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because it's got like the original game has like one big city in it, and this has got a few big sort of towns. And,
Vermund and Beastren or something.
Yeah, a whole race of cat people, which I like.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm a big fan of cats as well. So so are all our viewers as well, which is why I thought you with a cat on the thumbnail would be very good.
You need to entice cat people in somehow. Like
I do. Cats are internet gold. If you lot have never heard of Jim before, by the way, Jim does loads of awesome videos over on VG247, youtube.com/MrVG247. There is a link pinned at the top of the channel. So do go check that out and subscribe and all that jazz, because Jim will be working on some Dragon's Dogma coverage as well.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff going up over the next couple of weeks. Depending on how quickly I pull my finger out today, there'll be something up by 5. So,
Nice.
But I've been. It's one of those times where like having to cover the game and finding time to enjoy the game. You know, you're a bit like, oh, I really wish I could just sit and play it.
Yeah, and when it's a game this large as well, it makes it even more tricky. Our reviewer Lewis said that he completed the story in about 60 hours. Like going through the main campaign, but he reckons he's still got 60 hours plus game, like still to explore. So, it's huge. And just in case you didn't already realise, there are spoilers for the first 3 hours of the game in this stream. If you want to enjoy Dragon's Dogma 2 for yourselves, please do switch off, but come back and watch the chaos unfold on VOD once you've played through it.
Our reviewer, Alex Donaldson, he last time I spoke to him, he said he was 80 hours in, and the end game stuff is, it's one of those things where it's just like, oh right, this is just like almost the same amount again, you know, of stuff to get on with, which is pretty cool.
Oh Christ, like those moments in Elden Ring where you're like, I must have nearly completed it now, and then there's a whole different.
Like, no, you haven't.
No, we're gonna throw even more terrible things at you. So I'm not going to spend too long on the character creator, because the character creator has been around for a fair amount of time on as a PC and PlayStation demo. So I'll probably just go for a default character for now. The character I've been playing as on my main playthrough is a hideous beast. Basically, he's all chest, no legs. So I'm gonna default it. Have we got a name or anything? We can default. Yeah, let's just go right through.
We can't give him a name that's really like generic, like John Everyman or something.
That's perfect. Finalize. Masculine human basehead.
God, he
Vocation.
really is the default character, isn't he? Look at him.
Yeah, he is so beige. He's almost as beige as that background colour. Vocation-wise, I went as a fighter. What are you playing as?
I went archer, because my favourite class in the original game is magical archer, and I think, if I remember rightly, the path to that is to go archer first, and you that's one of the vocations you can choose, because the magical archer is like, obviously it's a archer / mage, so you get to do a lot of the cool spell stuff, which is amazing in Dragon's Dogma. But also the magical bow is like, it's like this world's equivalent of a Gatling gun. So yeah, you can kind of play it as a shooter.
Well, I haven't got too much experience with the archer, so I'm going to go as the fighter, because I like climbing up things and stabbing them in the face.
Fair enough.
Let's just have a valiant hero voice. So we're going to go for this, and John Everyman. John.
It's a Seth MacFarlane joke, but it's fine.
Sometimes, John. Wait, is that as many? Oh, hold on. There we go. It fits. Perfect. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay. John Everyman. There you go. Now it looks medieval, right?
I was gonna say, that fits. Yeah, that's lore accurate. So you know.
And if I'm going to put him accurate to my age, he'll be 23. There we go. Oh, can we give him a moniker? I don't really know too much about how these... I've never heard my characters say the moniker.
No.
But John, there we go.
There's a Joffrey there.
Ugh.
I like how you can set the age of the character numerically, but the age they look are different sliders. So you can be really kind of like accurate to the type of world this is by making someone who's 20 but they look about 60. Because I imagine anyone who actually lives here is going to be probably quite hanging by the time they're in their mid-20s.
Yeah, there's not much to eat apart from, what is it, scrag of beast and some fish that they found.
Yeah.
So we're starting off. Yeah. So we started off in a dungeon, as all good RPGs start.
There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we
Someone suggested we should spell it every, like the delivery company.
Oh god! And then we can throw all of our enemies onto people's roofs or put them in the bins just before collection.
Come along, you feckless dullards.
Every fetch quest just kicking the thing down the road.
He called us feckless dullards, which is also very accurate.
Yeah. He's got a point, to be fair. You can't be annoyed at him for that.
Yeah.
This guy has, like, you will get to batter me at some point in the game written all over him, doesn't he?
He really does.
It's like the guy in the jail at the start of Oblivion, you know?
Oh, yes. It's got... I tell you what, this first opening section has an excellent early 2000s Xbox 360, just beige and brown like color tone to it. It does get a lot brighter and more colorful, but this starting area is it's mainly a little tutorial area,
and it's really, how can I put it without sounding like I'm sort of being disparaging about the game? It's really boldly like underwhelming. I think and then the game opens up beautifully, as you'll see in a couple of minutes. But yeah, our reviewer Alex said something which I thought was pretty spot on, actually, about how in the sort of dozen or so years since the first game, we've had like massive developments in the type of game this is. We've had like the Souls games have taken off. We've had Elden Ring. Like, the original game was Capcom looking at Oblivion and going, what would a version of that look like? There he is. He's from the first game.
Is he?
Yeah, he's the first pawn you meet in the original as well. I think he's like the only link to the original apart from the dragon.
Right.
So like,
let us proceed to the site.
But Alex made the point that Dragon's Dogma 2 is not concerned with any of like Elden Ring or Skyrim or any of the stuff that's happened since. It's only concerned with being a better version of the first game.
Yeah.
So like, it doesn't care about any of the other stuff.
It doesn't, but it does a wonderful job. Now, this is the first point in the game where I sent Jim some capture of my early hours, and you've got about half an hour of me wandering around going, where am I going? Because I neglected to look at my mini-map and follow that Rook guy. Because he runs off, and everyone's quite brown, like, and their outfits are all the same. So I was like, okay, I'll wander around here, chat to everyone, and then I completely forgot what I was meant to be doing.
So you meet Rook in a place where everyone looks like Rook.
Yes. So one of the things, if you're starting this game, just keep an eye on your mini-map. That little diamond that is following me on the mini-map now, that is Rook. He will come up to you and like try and remind you what to do. But I just wanted to have a little look at the, just a quick little look here. Have a little peek. What a wonderful little view.
Yeah.
Here.
Like, why would you go to the real countryside when stuff like this exists, you know?
Exactly. The outside sucks. It's cold, it's wet.
Yeah.
There could be sand that gets everywhere. Now, just, we got the outside and our lovely Rook to follow. It
is really nice how they've done that. How, it starts off so dingy, but then you get that sunbeam, and it's very beautifully staged, I think.
Yeah, It's you can kind of get a glimpse of it getting a bit brighter over the cliff tops there. But we are in a kind of prison mine, so I guess it's not going to be built for comfort.
'Twould be unwise to disobey. The Overseer will show you no mercy.
Well, let's not keep him hanging around then. Come on, Rook.
Yeah.
You want to lead the way, buddy? There we go.
He knows what he's doing. He's been through this before.
He does. So.
Time for you to get to work.
Oh, time for you to get to work. So this
He's
bit
so
here,
like, yeah.
he is just like comedy villain.
He's like a villain from like a Carry On film or something.
He is.
You are prepared to work. Then you all begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
Right, this point here, I'd made some notes in my original playthrough, and I didn't pay attention. All I heard was carry some rocks. So there is another NPC here, right, who is also carrying rocks. Well, there was on my playthrough. Here he is. So this guy here was carrying. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna carry rocks, and I was supposed to take them up the top. So I did. I did this. Carrying a rock. Now this one here, he drops his rocks.
I did this
about here. So I was like, okay, so I must have to drop my rocks here.
Yeah.
So I did that because he drops his rock there. And I did this backwards and forwards for ages until basically all the rocks are gone. And then it still didn't work. So I started stealing this guy's rocks and moving them over to my pile to be a complete asshole. So this guy was bringing all his rocks up here. And then I was like, ha, fuck you. They're my rocks now. Actually, all you need to do is bring one rock up to here.
Yeah.
That'll save you a lot of time.
Now the next step is to...
So enjoy scrubbing through that footage, Jim.
Yeah, I did something similar.
Whoa!
Oh, here we go.
What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
Yes, let's investigate. Hey to everyone joining right now, welcome to Eurogamer. Hi Nightcat, the moderator, who will be looking after you and making you all nice and safe. I'm playing Dragon's Dogma 2 with Jim from VG247. If you want to check out Jim's stuff, Jim and VG247 are also part of Gamer Network. Jim's link to VG247's YouTube channel is pinned to the chat above.
Yeah.
You may recognise Jim from... Yeah. Jim, you were in videogamer.com for a fair few years as well.
I think maybe out of people who regularly watch Eurogamer, maybe 1 in 20 might remember me from Videogamer back in the day. We did a lot of silly things, and all those videos got deleted.
I know, brutal. No luck in getting them back.
No. There is one channel that's keeps finding them on archive.org and reposting them. So some of the stuff is rescued.
Oh, that's good. That's heartbreaking having all the content. I've got 3 hard drives full of basically every Eurogamer video I've ever edited for 10 years.
I wish I'd had your foresight. I wish I'd had the foresight to do that when I was at Videogamer. It just doesn't occur to you, right, that things are going to just disappear one day.
I know. Right, so I've used my climbing skills to climb on board this Medusa and stab it in the head, but I immediately ran out of stamina, and now I'm having I'm having a bit of an asthma attack here. I'm gonna try and climb back up it again. I love the ragdolls, but I also love clambering up these enemies. And
I love that was when this game came out. I think I had just finished Shadow of the Colossus, the HD remaster that was on PS3, and I loved that. So I was really pleased when Dragon's Dogma had all the climbing stuff as well. Climb up a big guy and stab them, you know?
Yeah, it is awesome.
Something satisfying.
When you start this area with the magic archer, I presume you're given a bow instead of a sword and a shield like I was.
Yeah, 100%, great thing about Dragon's Dogma as well is that being an archer is the bow is actually really effective. It's not nerfed like it is in everything else.
I don't know if it's the same with the actual archer, but I played a bit of the Magic Archer for a preview, and they had a really useful bow power that could res people from a distance, which is great. Like, much better than having to run up to a Minotaur's shins and try and res people that way.
Multi-targeting as well and all that stuff.
Yeah, there's a really good one that fires a homing arrow, and then you can control the arrow in the air. Loved using that one.
Stuff in the footage that you really enjoyed that. It's good though. There's some really interesting multiverse stuff going on with Dragon's Dogma, which the original game kind of touches on, and this game kind of goes a bit harder on. So I really enjoy that aspect.
Oh, that's with the pawns, and they often talk about their previous owner. Okay, we're heading back to this bit, but this time we're going to do something cool. We're going to jump! I love this next cutscene. The way the guy deals with what's happening to him is disturbingly calm.
I love this.
No one could survive a fall from this height. There's not even a pawn.
Not even a pawn.
Like, how many movies have done this?
Yeah. Normally it's like a sci-fi helicopter or something.
Yeah, or a DeLorean or something.
Yeah.
Here we go. So good. The original Dragon's Dogma for the Dark Arisen release, which pretty much overrode everything, has that amazing intro music. It's like proper J-pop sort of, kind of sounds a bit like baby metal, and it's so good.
I think I downloaded the song on my phone, I think, years ago.
Yeah, it's a banger, and then they replaced it with something that was crap, and they haven't done the same with this, unfortunately. But they have got a really epic intro, which is.
Let's see if I've still got that song on my phone.
Again, no 2, just Dragon's Dogma.
It's called Into Free by the BZ Dangan. Into the Free Dangan.
Yeah. Look at that, beautiful. Got a bunch of different landscapes as well. You've got like 2 countries, I think, in this, and you've got like an elven town city as well. So there's lots of kind of like the landscape actually does change.
Yeah, and it's very much a case of, you see that mountain in the distance? You can climb that.
Yeah, it's one of those, definitely. But also, like, it does mountains really well. Like, they feel big. And the mountains often don't feel big in video games, but this really has the proper sense of scale of them, you know?
Yeah. Not a big fan of... I feel like it's unnecessary. That Griffin was just helping.
I was I was really upset with it.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, he was just having a lovely time in the sky.
Like, that's my motor.
Yeah. That was my dad's car. I'm in so much shit now.
I would say Rena in the chat is saying tempted to get this, got a Series X that I barely use. I'm playing it on Series X and it's running absolutely fine. I've found that, like, I know this has got a bit of stick from angry Twitter people for like running at 30 FPS. It runs unlocked on consoles, and if you've got like a FreeSync TV, it's fine. Like, it's smooth enough. I think it's basically future-proofed. I think they're expecting the Pro to come out soon.
Right.
So,
this is the cutscene I was referring to when I said the guy was far too calm for what's happening to him.
Oh God! Yeah.
Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole,
He's
but
fine.
I will not perish.
Yeah.
There is a stone not far from
He's like,
here,
don't worry about it.
known as a
Yeah,
risen
it's all good.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, my flesh is being ripped apart, but it's all good.
If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths
He needs to do one of those Terminator 2 thumbs ups when he goes down.
Yeah.
He doesn't. So that's kind of, if you've never played a Dragon's Dogma game before, the water in Dragon's Dogma has something horrible. I can't remember what the name is, but if you go in the water, basically that happens. You insta-die. So it's there is a lore about it. But yeah, don't go in the water. This guy looks like someone from Game of Thrones. I can't remember who he is.
Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back?
I sure was, until you rudely shot it.
It's a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story.
This is one of those guys in a fantasy setting where his face just looks like it knows what a phone is. It doesn't quite fit.
Yes, it really does. Like the scene with Ed Sheeran in Game of Thrones. That completely threw me.
Oh, yeah.
Where exactly is
Here we go. Look, here's some of these colours and views that we were talking about.
Oh, look at it.
Like
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I could have been in the neighbouring country of Batal, perhaps. I don't know.
Running Mike asks if you can save this game at any time.
You can.
Yes.
Yeah, you just go into System, Save and Continue, and that'll save in the exact place. There are auto saves, but the game encourages you to manually save or save at a tavern or a bed, just in case. Because one thing I did find out when I started this game, Jim, and that I didn't know previously, is you can only have one save file, so just one character. So I've had to start on a new guest profile of this, so I don't have to delete my my main profile.
If you start a new game on your actual profile, it will just delete it, won't it?
Yeah,
that's it. It's good. We're a bit close together.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that. It's just I'm going to for people who've never played this game before, just combat-wise.
Oh yeah.
You can see that I'm pressing square for onslaught here. It lights up where you're attacking.
Oh.
So it shows what. So that's impale. And a big thing about Dragon's Dogma 2 and its vocations is that each vocation has different skills, and you do those skills by holding down L1. And you can see at the moment, all I have is Blink Strike, which is a nice pounce attack that goes straight forward and hopefully will stab an enemy and finish them off. You can buy extra attacks for your vocation later on in the game, and they will be bound to L1, triangle, circle, X, and you can swap them in and out and change them around. But holding down L1 and using these powers you have to do it for the game. If you don't do it, you will be severely underpowered. But it's also a balance of stamina. If you see when I'm stabbing, not when the subtitles are there. Hush, Justin!
If you're not squeamish about picking at their bones, that is.
So you can see
you're getting a little bit of heat in the comments for still not being big on blocking.
Oh, blocking, you can block as well. There's the R1, the defend. I'm trying to explain the weapon skills before I explain, because you can parry as well with the shield if you hit an attack at the right time. But yeah, L1 is your specials. Try, just like the Souls games and stuff, you need to keep an eye on your stamina. If your stamina runs out, you will have you'll just start wheezing like an old man. And you won't be able to attack, you won't be able to move out of the way or anything like that. There's also no lock-on. You kind of just, your character will almost auto-target the closest foe, which takes a little bit of getting used to if you're used to Dark Souls style combat. I'm going to try and parry a move, but it gets used to it.
You get used to playing the archer that. Because when you've got a bunch of harpies to deal with, and you can kind of you can manually aim the bow, or it's got a weird control system, but you can hammer the release arrow buttons. You can kind of machine gun arrows into targets, which is pretty good. But it's so customizable. As you go through the game, you'll unlock all these other options, and I'm pretty sure by sort of level 10, people are playing very different characters, you know.
Yeah, you can go to vocation guilds, can't you, and swap out your vocation. Our reviewer Lewis was saying there's some really quite tricky stealth missions at points, and they're much easier to do if you go to the vocation guild and just change to a thief vocation for a couple of missions, and then you can change back or whatever.
Yeah.
But you can level up your vocations as well. Like, I think there's about 6 or 7 levels. Each one will unlock some more attacks once you do it, I think. And you know, people who want to put all their time into this will play through it and level up all the vocations.
Welcome, Arisen.
Hi.
Absolutely.
We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
Your character looks like... Oh,
they bend the knee to you so
looks like someone, and I'm trying to put my finger on it.
Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the rift.
He looks like John Everman.
John Everman. Yeah, he just looks like every guy. Yeah, it's perfect.
He's got...
He looks like he's like a cross between Christian Bale and the guy who played
Before you stands a rift stone.
those Star Wars games on the 360.
Oh, Sam Whit...
That's the one, yeah. Yeah. He looks like a sort of cross between Christian Bale and him.
Yeah, he's got a terrible case of multiple physical celebrity schizophrenia. Where he just looks like every famous person.
Summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
He's got that Hollywood hairline where it's just like, it's slightly receding, but not, it's stopped at the perfect point, you know?
Yeah, just enough for some good styling.
Yeah.
I'm going to create a new pawn here. So pawns are a massive part of Dragon's Dogma 2 and the original one. I'll go for a cat lady. Base body. Let's go for a gigantic, tall lion.
I tried to make like a humanoid version of my own cat.
If I did a humanoid version of my own cat, she'd be black fur. There we go. This will do.
Mine's definitely not kind of accurate to the because my actual cat is completely useless and
my cat's actually evil and has left me with many scars, so I think she'd do all right, to be honest.
Yeah.
Let's just finalize that. So obviously, again, you can choose a vocation. I like to choose a mage for my main pawn because the mage is good for healing and boosting my stamina and things like that. I'm going to make them kind-hearted. That's a fine voice, and I will name it after my cat, Titch. There we go. Confirm, and that'll do. Finalize character and proceed.
I think playing as a mage in this is quite tricky, but having a mage pawn is obviously like really recommended for the healing, as you say, but also like they always do like buffs and stuff and add like fire to your weapon at the start of every fight. And
yes, they do. Yeah. No, I love having a mage as my backup.
Yeah.
When we return, it is our duty to use our experience.
Giving you 3 pawns is quite generous as well. You can just have one of every class, and you've got all the bases covered.
Yeah, so they don't
serve you as your loyal...
really explain that too much. But yes, you can have up to 3 pawns, and you can have that right from the beginning.
You truly are
yeah.
I can imagine some people playing this thinking, oh, they only get 1 pawn, and then they just wander off.
This is all beyond
my
ken. The Watchhead would know what to do.
We can.
Suppose we'll save any further questions till
there are a couple of things actually that
you're free to do as you like.
You kind of wouldn't instinctively know about unless you'd played the first game. So it is really like unapologetically like this is for people who like the first game.
Yeah. Perhaps you can make for Melve. We will make for Melve. Yes.
Deep connection to the dragon. Should you be arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Aught. They say aught so much in this game.
It's a little bit two worlds, isn't it? Remember that?
Aught overuse it. Yeah, it is 2 worlds. Holy shit, I do. So we got the border outpost here, but the first thing I'm going to do before I do anything is head into this rift stone. This is going to be the... Oh, maybe she's going to tell us now.
Pray, ask aught you wish to know.
Ask what you wish to know. No, it's fine.
Very well.
I'm fine. So yeah, the first thing you're going to want to do, if you've never played a Dragon's Dogma game before, first thing you're going to want to do is come to this rift zone when it's open and examine it. Now this will take you to the online portion of the game, where people's pawns from around the globe will appear. And you can basically hire them for a currency called RC. I've only got 120 RC, so Luke here I can't hire. Jail here, who looks kind of like a cat version of Geralt.
Yeah.
I've actually got my pawn. One of my pawns at the moment is a really good recreation someone did of Lizelle from Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, there's people have done like a Lizelle. People have also done Shadowheart and Gale. There's a bunch of stuff from Baldur's Gate 3. There's also Final Fantasy characters. I've seen a Sephiroth. My favourite I've seen so far, though, is Ray Purchase from Toast of London.
Holy shit, no way.
Looks exactly like him and even has the voice. It's incredible.
Oh, fuck. I've seen one called... I've seen a picture of a Pikachu, but I've not seen... right. Oh, Jesus, that's amazing. This guy I might hire just because he's called Rincewind.
Yeah, wonderful,
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Oh, thank you.
Not quite lore accurate, but yeah, all right.
It will be an honor.
Rincewind would hang back, I feel.
Yeah. Oh wait, is Rincewind an actual? Is Rincewind a reference to something?
Oh yeah, it's the mage in the Discworld series, the Discworld books.
Oh shit!
He's like,
no way.
He's like a really crap wizard and a coward.
Right. Oh, I haven't read any Discworld stuff since I was a teenager, so that's all completely gone from my brain, pushed out from years of video games. Yeah. Right. Rincewind, I think, was a mage, wasn't he? We need someone with maybe an archer. Let's go. Let's just have Ross here
I pray
for
my
now.
efforts aid your cause.
But yeah, the higher the level they are, the more maybe they'll cost a higher. Ones that are lower level or the same level as your pawns, I think, are free.
Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle.
Okay, let's not dawdle. And
I like how keen they are.
Yeah, they really want to get out there and serve us, the Arisen. So let's leave the rift. Now,
There
one
is a
thing.
good-
Oh, sorry, go for it.
Carry on. No, I was just going to say, like, it'd be like the higher the level they are, the more they cost. It's a really good thing in these games where if you hit one of those walls where you're like, I'm not quite high level enough to get past this next fight or this area I need to go into, you can grind a little bit to get some rift coins and hire a pawn who's like a few levels above for the assist, and it's a perfectly legitimate way of kind of getting through those bits.
You're right.
I like it.
That's good. Do you know how you earn rift coins? Because I'm not really sure.
And you kind of get them from quests and stuff, and I think any quests that are like pawn related, particularly, you get loads of them.
Right. Okay. So we've got the 3 pawns now anyway. So yeah, you can go in there. You can pick any 2 to go along with your main pawn. If your pawns die, you can go back into the rift to get new ones. If Titch was to die, Titch would appear back in the rift as soon as I went in it. These characters here, they would probably not appear again. They'd be just different ones to pick from. And what's interesting about these player pawns, these online player pawns, is they won't level up as you play. Like Titch will level up as we play along, but these pawns will stay level 0 until I swap them out. So even though it's easy to get attached to them, my first ever one I took from the rift was called Marmalade, and he was a great warrior, and I was like, I love Marmalade, don't go Marmalade. But I had to trade him in because when I did, I was able to get a much higher different pawn. You can set them as favorites, I think, and bring them back, but these will be our companions for the first part of the game.
It's such a good system to encourage everyone to constantly like borrow other people's pawns, because like when your pawn is used by someone else, they often come back with like when you just miss a pawn, you can send them off with a little gift. You know, you can get some people are quite generous. They give you some nice items.
Yes, I normally give terrible items, but yeah, you can gift things. Another thing, one of the pawns just spotted a chest, which that pawn has then told me about and shown me the location on the mini map. It's up here somewhere. So the pawns will, they'll spot items. Sometimes they'll just run and open the chests for you, and you'll get anything that they find in the chest. They will also occasionally, pawns from other worlds, who have done quests
This lad
that you haven't done yet, they'll
fine.
know where to go,
Oh,
and they will. They'll say, "Hey, I know where to go." And if you look on the bottom left, there's go, help, wait to me. If a pawn maybe says, "Hey, my previous master knows where to go," you can press go, and the pawns will lead you to where you need to go next, which is pretty great. There isn't anything they need to lead me to at the moment, but when a pawn is leading you, a hand icon will appear by their names and on the mini-map as well, so you know that they're leading you to like a quest or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's head up.
None of this is adequately explained, is it?
No,
in the actual game itself.
It is a little bit. It does take a little bit of time to get into. Let's have a quick look at that. Oh, sorry, don't draw your sword in a friendly town, or they'll get angry. If we have a look at the map quickly, the world map, you can kind of get an idea of the size of it. I don't know whether it will do the Elden Ring thing of having some extra lands and stuff, but
I don't know yet. I'm not that far in, but there's a lot to it. Like it's deceptive as well, because you look at the map and you think, you know, I need to get to the capital city, for example, and which is one of the first things you have to do. And you look at it, and it looks, because it's a video game map, you think, well, that doesn't seem that far. Actually, it's really, really far. There's a lot of stuff.
Especially the distractions it throws at you. Different quests. Suddenly you'll be Cyclops will jump on your head or something. You know,
seem rather unwell.
It's one of the few games that actually feels like you're hiking. You know, you're like journeys have to be planned, prepared for.
Yeah.
Again, it's not as unforgiving as the first game, but it's like it's pretty uncompromising.
Take it from me.
It is, but I guess that's all part of the fun. Like I went out. Saw a statue on the top of a cliff at one point. So I'll go and check out that statue. Got up there, there was a golem up there, which I got into a massive fight with, and just as I was about to beat it, a griffin flew down and started fucking me up as well. So I just had to like leg it down the mountain. Shit. So it's just
taking revenge for his fallen brother. No
exactly, doubt. Yeah. So it's full of those emergent kind of gameplay things that open world that I just love in open world games.
Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless.
Nightcat makes the point that
you should stop by the inn in Melve if
the HUD hides itself if you stand still, which is kind of to OLED screens, which I do appreciate.
That is good.
All right, they've much more to offer.
Well, I'm going to have a rest because it's free at the moment, and hopefully it'll put me back to daytime, because nighttime in Dragon's Dogma is tough.
I knew it was only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height. There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach.
To this day, I don't think there's been a game that handles nighttime the same way Dragon's Dogma does. When it's like it's actual pitch black, and it's not just sort of like nighttime doesn't just have a bit of a blue tint, you know, but otherwise it's perfectly visible. Like it's proper, like you can't see 3 feet in front of you. You need a lamp just to sort of, you know, see the things your feet are stepping on. But apart from that, you can't see anything.
Yeah, it's terrifying wandering around in the dark in this game. If I can, I'll set up a camp and like sleep through the nighttime.
Yeah,
because it's just
We've had to start
too stressful.
Recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan.
Lachlan.
But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will.
Ricardo. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for...
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area?
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie.
So harpies, they're one of the reasons why I picked an archer for one of my pawns, because they're really annoying to get with as a soldier, a fighter even.
And Ricardo's as well, I'm sure.
Oh, one thing I haven't tried in this yet is grabbing onto a harpy and letting them fly you around for a bit.
Let us make haste.
I haven't tried that, but they do attacks sometimes where they'll grab you by the shoulders and lift you up and like drop you on the floor. It's like, you little bastards. All right, let's go and find Avocado or whatever his name was.
I don't know what the context is, but somebody has asked, a bit like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild, Is that in reference to this game?
Oh, maybe that's in reference to the emergent stuff. You just go for a wander and crazy stuff happens.
I would have
Look at this guy's sword.
So soon.
Are you a pawn?
Wow.
Can I hire you? Not while there's a fight going on, I don't think. I'm a fan of a cat with a big chopper.
Aye.
Aye.
I'm about to commence the troops' training.
Oh no, he's not a pawn.
It is a task that demands focus.
He looks
So
like
if it isn't an urgent matter, it
a
can wait
proper
till
named
after we've
NPC. I wonder if he pops up later on.
Maybe. A thing I did at the beginning of this game as well was kind of rush forward following the main quest. You can spend ages talking to NPCs and getting little missions.
There's lots to do in this area.
Yeah, and when we get to Melve especially, there's a few kind of training style missions that I missed the first time around until I revisited Melve, and then I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. There is it's interesting because it's like there's not a lot of civilization in this game, and it's really obvious where it is because it's like the game is totally different when you're in a town versus when you're in the field, obviously.
Yeah.
But and you would think that meant that like often in the fields there's not really much to do, but like you're always getting distracted by something.
Yeah. Ow! My pawns just love setting me on fire. Yeah, there's always something like a little cave to explore that ends up being an epic journey, or like just these random kind of battles.
This vegetation is just incredible, actually.
Yeah, it really is pretty. Nice work, Rincewind. Yeah, I love that they high-five you occasionally. When you do really well, your pawn's like, good work.
Yeah.
Listen.
They're really, I don't know if I'm misremembering the first game, but I feel like they're a lot more expressive in this one.
You have my thanks.
And
really
you feel, you do get attached to them. They're like, they've got proper little personalities and stuff.
I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me,
Who's your pawn? What was your pawn? Your first pawn, your main?
You saved me this time.
My one.
But I'll always be so fortunate. I'll have to try.
I had in this one I made a rogue,
right?
Which was based on my cat Mochi.
Ah, right.
So I gave her the personality of a bit of a coward.
Okay.
Because she's a little bit cowardly.
Right.
And sort of standoffish and sort of glares at you from the other side of the room. So I gave her these kind of big eyes and that she just sort of fixates on you with. And it actually doesn't look too different. It looks like a humanoid version of my cat, which I'm quite like. Such a great character creator. You can do stuff like that. So yeah, but I think in the original game I made a character called Ivanova, named after a character from Babylon 5. Okay. I'm a Poindexter, and she was great, and she was this like enormous like warrior woman who had a big sword and had heavy armor on, and was just a tank who would just clobber everything. And yeah, I actually like. I've got genuine fond memories of exploring like the first game with that character. It really gets under your skin.
You didn't think of recreating her for this one?
Many thanks for aiding.
No.
Bring back your old girlfriend.
She's better left as a memory, man.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough.
Aye, that it was. The whole son might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
Oh, he's so happy, look.
It was a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat.
VG247.com asks, do Ian or Jim have any podcasts they would recommend Eurogamer watchers listen to?
Well, you know, I've heard that there is quite a good one over on youtube.com/Mr. VG247. I can't remember the name though, Jim. Can you remember the name?
It's called The Best Games Ever Podcast by VG247. And I host it, and it's up every week on Tuesdays.
Do you know what? That sounds like the best video games podcast ever. And the people should
think
definitely
it's up
tune
there.
in.
You know, it's a panel show where every week we have this sort of really specific topic, like what is the best game with a load of sand in it.
Right.
And three of my colleagues have to pick one and pitch it to me, and I have to pick one, the one I think has been pitched the best or the best example. of whatever topic it is, and it's just an excuse for arguments. And a lot of people like it, so go and listen to that. It's good.
So that's on YouTube. Is it also on podcast apps as well? Or
Yeah,
is it just...
it's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you want to go. And of course on VG247.com.
Nice, and that link is pinned to the top of the comments, and it's in the video description as well. So no excuse not to give it a click and go and subscribe and all that jazz. Ring the bell or whatever the fuck that you're supposed to do. Right.
My boss Tom Ori thanks you.
Ah, well, you're welcome.
I mean, he didn't actually say thank you, but
he's my boss now. Right, so one thing I did there on the way back to check in with that guy that I should just show you is bring up the quest list. Now this is finding the quests and finding your way around Dragon's Dogma 2, especially if you're a noob, can be kind of confusing. The mini-map shows a quest on it, which is the golden sword. But it always defaults, once you've completed a quest, it will default to another one. And sometimes you can find yourself following the wrong icon for a little bit.
Yeah.
The best way to sort it out... Oh, sorry?
I just sure remember that from the first game. Like, this quest just never ends.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I've been going the wrong way for 2 hours. If you press on the PlayStation, the big button, I never remember what it's called, the touchpad, it'll bring up like a local area map. And then you press circle, it'll bring up the world map here. And then if you press square, which I'm covering right now, but it does say square quest list there. So if you then press square, you can bring up the quest list. We've only got one at the moment. But what's nice about this quest list is it shows you, if you scroll up and down the available ones, it will show you the exact location. If you click on it to confirm, you can get quest details. So it'll give you a little bit more in-depth, if you like me and you half pay attention to things, it'll give you a little bit of a refresher and tell you what you need to do. We need to make for Melve because we've heard a dragon attack there. It's always a good idea to double check the quests you're on, especially if you've just completed one, to make sure you're going in the right direction. Anyway, we need to head for Melve, which I believe is back down this road now. But as you can see, again on this map, there are multiple routes to go. It's a bit greyed out here, but you can see I could go across this little bridge here. I don't know whether I can make it across here. That looks like a bridge that's out, and we don't want to go through deep water because we'll die. Or we could follow the route down here and go across this way. I think this was the route I went the first time, so I'm actually going to take a left here and go this route instead, just for a little change of scenery. So there should be... it's a little bit overgrown, this path, but there is a way down through here to see a nice bit of river now as well.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be
Gavin UK86 asks, there's dragons in there?
Oh yes, and some Dogma as well.
Yeah, and some Dogma. It's very Ron Seal in that way.
Damn it. One of my favourite things to do in this game is pick things up, especially enemies, and then
it's so good.
You can one-hit kill them by throwing them in the water. He was already dead by the time he hit the water though. But picking up enemies and throwing them is one of my favourite pastimes in this game. Can I actually get across here?
There's the game has so much verticality in it. You're always like on the side of a hill or a cliff, or like it's really like you're always on like some dangerous path that's hugging the mountain. So you get lots of opportunities to just pick up a goblin and chuck them off the side. It's always, of course, it never gets old, right?
No, you can also, if you're really evil, I could kill Ross now by throwing Ross into the river. I won't. I'll spare you, Ross.
Yeah.
For now, but I will. There you go. Let's help you down, Ross. Oh no, there's a little bit of blood on the floor. Whoops. Also, worth pointing out while I'm thinking of it, here you see my health now hasn't recharged full. The more you fight, the more damage you take. Your health bar won't fill all the way after taking a certain amount of damage. And the only way you can stop that is by resting either at a campfire or at a, you know, a tavern or something like that. So you've got to pay attention to that as well. If you're going out on a big mission, you want to have a nice rest, a good meal beforehand, so that your health bar recharges all the way back to the top. I think I've got a dead end here after all of that.
Oh yeah, I think you might.
Yeah, the path's broken there. Oh well, go back the other way.
I do like how it's really useful to have taverns and stuff. 'Cause, like you say, the game's set up in such a way that like you can camp in the field, but you know it doesn't give you a proper reset like a tavern does. And it makes these things, you know, like proper beds, food, all that survival stuff. It makes them have like an actual point.
Yes.
Whereas like, you know, games like, I love Elder Scrolls, I love Skyrim, but a lot of that stuff just feels like it's window dressing and quite pointless actually. So this has got such an emphasis on preparing to go out into the field.
Totally, yeah. You would have a much harder time in a battle if you didn't do a little bit of prep work. I went out once and forgot to take any camping equipment with me, which was really a bad idea because then it got to night time and my health was really low and I just couldn't bring my health up at all because I didn't have anywhere to camp. Well, there were plenty of places to camp, I just couldn't set up my camping equipment.
Yeah.
Come here, you. Come here. Oh. Whee! You can actually throw enemies at enemies and it does a surprising amount of damage. That yellow aura, by the way, that's my mage. Hey, nice one, Ross. That's my mage doing a healing spell.
I like how the bubble stays like a while after the fight finishes as well, so you can all just hang out under the healing umbrella.
Yeah, have a little chill and a catch up after the big fight.
Quick smoke break before you get back on it.
Oh god.
People in the chat are talking about insta-kill water. This isn't insta-kill water, is it?
If anything too deep and the water is insta-kill for anything, you can go through some shallow stuff, but like if I throw this guy in here, if he's still alive, you'll see that red. Oh shit! No, he's not still alive. You'll see the red tentacles come up and. But you can pick up most enemies that are like half health. Like I'm just doing too much damage on these guys. No, don't! I'm trying to demonstrate something, Rincewind. Oh, 100 gold on that guy. There you go. Can I pick you up yet? Oh, the harpies cast a sleep spell on me. Oh yeah, there we go. Night night.
I do love like there's so much emergent stuff in Dragon's Dogma that it's like it's just funny when you fail. I don't think you ever feel properly annoyed with it, you know.
No,
like you know, well, at the end of the battle, the harpy made me just go to sleep. I'm not even mad.
Got some vocation levels up. Thanks to Super Chat Mike Burgess. He's done a little emoji.
We have found a material
of Titch.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Zoe's says, I love Jim. Lovely to see him working with Eurogamer. If only the brat was still here to suffer on stream with him. We've both technically been brats on screen dad at different points.
We haven't we?
He's got so many parents, that one.
That's nice of you to say, as always. Thank you. But yeah, oh bless him. I do. He's of course he's a new father now.
He is.
So he is basically he's always been bad at responding to text, but some people just haven't been able to get hold of him for weeks at this point because he's too sort of bleary-eyed. And
I guess he's got to work out how to do work and not sleep at the same time.
Yeah.
This might be a pawn. Here you go. So you just get random pawns appearing occasionally who will.
Yeah, just roaming around in the field, which is cool.
Yeah, So I could hire her now, Lillian. My party is full, so let's swap out the other. Let's swap out Ross. He's
Yeah.
another archer, but a much lower. And as you can see, I can give a gift now to Ross's creator, who will get this gift when Ross goes back. I'm going to give him a fish, the gift of fish. And I'm going to say, well done, I love you, Ross.
Need of a marksman, my bow is
Yeah.
ever at your service.
I love this aspect of Dragon's Dogma. It's really wholesome, you know.
It really
the game's
is.
got a sort of passive community. No Dragon's Dogma players ever talk to each other. We only communicate via the exchange of gifts and little thumbs up emojis and hearts, and which is lovely, which is brilliant. No, at no point does anyone get called a bad name. The worst insult you can give someone is just to like send their pawn back to them with a rotten apple or something. But that's just funny again. So you know.
Yeah, no, it is a lovely little touch. Here we go. We've made it to Melve, a stronghold raised by Dragon's Fire, you would say. Oh yeah, it's definitely been raised. Let's head in and see what happens here.
The scars left by the
Yeah, that
dragons
looks like
of Salt
Hartlepool.
are plain to see.
Hartlepool mixed with Swindon. Oh. That's what I say when I have an erection.
Pitiable.
Arisen. Alright, why have we stopped here? Oh no, more brain fog.
What is it with RPGs and having like, you know, significant brain problems as a plot device?
I guess it's a good way to start from scratch.
It's true. It's true. I love the fact that we've got so many amazing RPGs right now. Like, you know, Baldur's Gate 3, I'm nowhere near finishing that thing, and I don't think I ever will. But I just love that it's, you know, it's something I can always go back to.
Now, I didn't realise this from the first time I played it, but I'm pretty sure that this lady here is the same one that shot our griffin down.
She is. She is.
Unbelievable.
Because I remember playing it the first time and thinking, like, that's her.
Yeah, what an asshole.
That's the cow that shot my ride.
Yeah.
But, you know, it turns out she's actually, like, she nurses you back to health and stuff.
Yeah. So we've got a bit of a flashback now. There's a dragon for you, Gavin.
Yeah. Like I said, there's loads of multiverse stuff in this, so I don't know if this is the exact dragon from the original or just this reality's version of the dragon from the original. I think it's left deliberately kind of vague.
Whoa, tossed me off. Oh no, it didn't. Shit, am I still on? Yeah, it kind of paints the picture that the Arisen is the same one from the first game, but whether or not...
Yeah.
I ran out of stamina there. Let's see if I can climb up its tip.
Just like you grabbing his tits, he's tossing you off. What's going on? Family stream.
This is an adult game. There we go. Arisen. Trophy earned. I killed the dragon. I didn't. I'm back on the floor.
I love how kaiju this dragon looks as well. Like that, you could totally see him, like as the costume of a guy standing over like a cereal box model of Tokyo. You know,
trampling on a cardboard power station.
Yeah. This is like a really specific way that Japan does big monsters. It's perfect. It's totally different to a Skyrim dragon, for example.
Yes, really is. Oh man, I've been turned into man jerky.
Oh yeah. Still got perfect teeth though, which is, you know, you're doing pretty well in any medieval setting, let alone having been burnt to death.
It could be you.
It's the lottery guy.
Imagine that in a lottery advert. It could be you. And then the finger just goes straight through the winner.
Yeah. It's the same voice actor and everything, isn't it?
Ah, is it? I didn't know.
No, it's not.
Oh. I had no idea.
Imagine it's you.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant it was the same voice actor of the dragon.
Oh
from
no,
the first
I think
game.
it probably is. I imagine it is.
I would. Did you know that the voice actor for Carl Fairburn in the Sniper Elite games is the same guy that did the Tony the Tiger? They're great!
No?
Yeah, that's a useless video game fact for you for today. Carl Fairburn is Tony the Tiger.
It's a solid breakout. A solid CV, that.
Yeah. Video games and breakfast cereals. You can't go any further than that in your career.
The exact same audience.
Yeah.
Hear me, sir. Sir.
Harsh but
stay with
true.
me.
Night night.
I wish there was a dialogue option where you could say to her, "You're the one that shot my fucking griffin."
Fuck! You owe me a griffin.
Yeah.
She's waking up for it now, though.
Amazing interiors in Dragon's Dogma. Big like mansions and stuff, and I think it's pretty much every building you can go into.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they all have interiors. Certainly all the ones I've encountered so far.
Yeah, there are. I think maybe some top floor buildings in the city you can't go in. But any village you go into, you can go into every building and stuff.
Yeah,
which is good because you can do that RPG thing of just wandering into people's houses and stealing their shit right in front of them.
And they just let you do that in this, which is good. It's the NPCs know their place.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna steal all your ham. Like,
yeah, my ham now. Wham bam, thank you, ham.
I feel like that's a very British thing to do, is to go into somebody's house and be like, "Got any ham?"
Yeah.
Hang on.
Bit of cheese and ham.
Miracle.
I seem to have become arisen.
I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning.
Well.
Does it have aught to do with why you were taken?
Actually, a corruption of Harry's Zen.
They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated. Though I fear you have.
Oh,
I feel like
skipped her audio there.
I feel like the two worlds language in this is way better or worse than the first game, depending on your outlook. I don't remember the first game being so like forsooth and ought and.
There's definitely more oughts than you could throw an ought at. I will visit you again as long as you promise not to shoot more griffins.
Yeah, just don't shoot my car again.
Arisen. Oh boy.
That was like Michael Jackson. Oh, hey, Arisen.
Arisen.
I heard you got a claim to the throne.
You killed a dragon, Shimon.
Sorry for killing your griffin.
I dispatched a missive before coming here.
This guy is classic. Like this guy will be played by Gerard Butler in the film probably.
Yes, 100%.
To accompany me to the capital.
I will accompany you to the capital, Gregor.
I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you.
Oh.
Gregor.
I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till.
Sir Gregor is a good medieval name.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well.
Oh.
Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him.
Okay.
Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
I think I pissed about so much at this point in my first playthrough that I just totally missed the chance to speak to Sir Leonard.
Right.
And I think he just disappeared from the game, and I never got to chat to him, so I don't know what the conversation's even about.
Well, I kind of didn't piss about here. I mainlined it, and I actually had to come back here later and talk to him again at one point. So maybe he'll reappear for you. There's a rift zone here that activates, and then it'll show on your map and everything.
Yeah.
You also get creepy children.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of creepy children to do quests.
It's definitely worth helping her out, though.
Yes, it is.
No, I'm not lost or naught, sir.
Not ought?
I'm an apothecary in training, you see.
Got a weird little face, doesn't she?
Yeah. She does.
I was going to say she looks like Sophie Alice Baxter, but that's so mean to Sophie Alice Baxter. Can't say that after saying she got a weird face, but she does.
Yeah, it's just kind of a bit of a dish.
Yeah.
Shaped face.
It'll be a shame to return empty
Have you seen
I'm so
Saltburn?
I haven't. No.
I can't think.
I
of
gather
Sophie
that's
Ellis
what's led
Bextor.
to her recent sort of resurgence as a.
Yeah, just the song "Murder on the Dance Floor." You'll never forget that song if you see Saltburn. That's for sure. I will offer my aid.
You do that.
She wants some medicine.
No harm in that.
A flute wobblent, I think it is.
My luck's not as rotten as I thought. Oh.
Okay, so you can combine materials to make potions, which I'll show off later. But I want to deliver a flute of wobblent.
Yeah.
I'm just going to buy it.
You can just go into the shop and buy it for her. Which I feel like I like this because it's like it's a more wholesome version of going into the shop to get like cigarettes for a child.
It is.
That other
Packet
great
of cigarettes and
pastime.
some special brew, please. What do we want? It was some fruit wobblent. There it is.
I had that so many times when I lived in Croydon. Like walking past any corner shop and there'd be a bunch of kids outside, and like you had 9-year-olds going, "Hey mate, can you go in and get me some fags?" I'm like, "No, because you're a child."
I did once. I was one of them children trying to get people to buy me alcohol underage for a party. I did do that. But obviously don't do that in real life, viewers, if you're underage.
No.
Eurogamer does not encourage this.
Does not endorse
That's the
childhood
one.
alcoholism.
Even though it's great fun. What?
I haven't much to offer in return. I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us.
Awesome.
One cannot
Thanks. I look forward to meeting Grandfather.
Yeah, and obviously, like, it's probably not that spoilerific to say that she makes good on that.
Yes.
It's worth helping people.
You're the one who saved Ulrika's
Look at
life,
Leonard.
weren't you?
He's a beefy guy. I did save Ulrika's life.
She told me all about it. It was a very brave
Ulrika,
thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token.
Oh no, I did speak to this prick. Okay,
Now, tell
fine.
me, are you registered with a guild?
Sure
Perhaps you
am.
already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training.
Nice.
Which, well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register.
Oh.
Go on, 'twill only take a moment.
Okay.
If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you.
It's fine.
Very well.
I
There
love
is no
how
wrong
many
choice in any
actors are
case. It is
getting to
entirely
do
up
some
you
stuff in
which
this game.
vocation you
Like,
adopt.
really
But
relishing
I
it.
shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Like, that guy would be played by John Cleese. Very well arisen.
Here it is. We also offer changes of vocation for those who
Who's
seek
the other
it.
one? The guy who does the voice for I can't remember it for Dreams and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember his name.
I get so few customers, you see.
We're too old to
I can
remember
manage
stuff.
both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
He was in Jeeves and Wooster. His pal is the doctor. Fuck. Why can't I remember name? Oh bloody hell! Someone in the comments will know.
Martin Clunes?
Not Martin Clunes. No, he's bigger than that. He presents things like QI and.
Oh, Stephen Fry.
That's it, Stephen Fry. There we go. Vocation Guild. So I could change my vocation here, but
we took such a long route to get to Stephen Fry there. That's ridiculous.
So I could change my vocation here. It would cost DCP. I don't know what the DCP stands for, but I've got enough to change vocation. I'm not going to, but I'm wondering if I can. Yes. So here, this guy.
Yeah.
I can buy some extra skills. I just had that blink strike. I've got enough to buy. I'm going to buy the Airwood Slash for definite.
Yeah.
And I'm going to equip that let's equip that to Triangle. Shield Bash and Shield Summons. I'm not too bothered about, so I'm going to save it for later. I'm more of an attacker than a defender, as the viewers who get angry at me for not blocking will attest. There we go. Let's
do come again.
Certainly will. So now if I hold down L1,
So
you
this
can
is where
see
you've
that...
been.
Oh, no.
Come with me to the village entrance.
Not while Dahlia's talking.
Watchhead's waiting for you.
Shall we seek some answers?
Sure. Yeah, now if I hold down L1, you can see I've got airborne slash, and if I press triangle, bosh.
I love buying new skills is you get that little. There's lots of different ways aside from leveling up that you like add skills and stuff to your character, and they all have that little kind of dopamine hit where you're like, oh, I can do a new thing, and it's cool. Love that when a game's got lots of stuff that kind of pulls you through it.
My heart knows no greater peace
It's
than
really
when
good
I'm
for
by your
that.
side.
Yeah, and as you were saying earlier about the vocations, the magic archer stuff, I like that they've got vocations hidden away that you have to like work for and you have to quest for to find out how you get them and stuff.
There is Avandius is in the comments saying that they're not going to get this because they read that it takes less than 100 hours to 100%. Which I
got more time on your hands than I do, yeah.
Yeah, to each their own, but I think that's like a. I mean, I would love to have 100 free hours to do anything, frankly.
What say you?
But I think to 100% and to like go through all the vocations and stuff. I mean, it's like you can one playthrough to 100 to do everything can be like 80 hours or something. So
yeah.
You know.
Here's what I need from you.
So this is a quest that I missed the first time around because I didn't speak to Leonard. I went straight to talk to the woman who gets you on the way to Vermund. But there's a couple of like, if you stick around Melve and talk to people, you'll get a few more. If you've never played a Dragon's Dogma and stuff before, you'll get a few more of these kind of training style missions. This one that I'm about to do just teaches you about how useful throwing objects is, basically. So he's got some explosive casks for me.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed.
I missed this entirely because I just left to go to the city.
The only reason I know this is here is because I came back to Melve for another quest, and then I was like doing all these really low-level quests when I came back.
Oh right, okay.
So yeah, you can pick this up, and there's saurians there. You see.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So it's just teaching you how to throw, and the red barrels explode.
Look at them physics.
Yeah, nice. And you have to do it one more time as well. Let's report back to Leonard.
You've returned.
Hi.
Good timing too. I have questions for
Gregor,
you.
do
First
you?
and foremost, will you accompany me to the cap? My thanks.
I will, yes.
Are you ready to depart, or do you need?
I would like
some
some time,
Very
please.
well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Sure thing, chicken wing. Let's head down here. Speak to Leonard again. There is another. I don't know where he is. I'm going to have to try and find him. But there is an NPC in here, and I sent you the clip of it, Jim. There's an NPC in here called Ian that I really want to find again and do a mission for.
To
him.
finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest.
Okay, so not content with blowing them up and their babies, I now have to salt the earth so they can never do it again.
Yeah, it's quite. It's almost harsh, isn't it? It's like another like reptilian monsters who eat babies and stuff. But do we go that far?
Yeah, surely we can work something out.
That well is interesting because I'm pretty sure in the starter village in the original game there was a well that led to like a whole underground sort of smugglers complex that had loads of like missions in when you went back to the area.
See if there's a way into that. Is there a way into this one?
I couldn't find it, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was some kind of well-related quest that shows up at some point. Because it was a big part of the first game, I remember.
Look at these. It's very Death Stranding, some of the rocks in this. Quest-wise, let's just bring up... Oh, shit. Press the wrong button. Bring up the quest list. You can see, look, this is what I was trying to explain earlier. It shows you different locations.
Yeah.
That's Seat of the Sovereign is the main mission. Or that's where the capital is, isn't it? That's the main mission in Dragon's Wake. Nesting troubles, quest details. So I just need to report back to Lennart here. I'm going to make that my main quest so I don't get confused.
Leonard's like a...
Medieval Leonard. Where have you gone, Leonard? Is he back up here? Wait, is that him? Oh yeah, there he is.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts.
His haircut does not match his general demeanor and voice.
I must say,
no.
Fine arm.
He sounds like a World War I general, but he's got the haircut of like a K-pop star.
He really does.
Watching you got me thinking.
Very floppy as well.
Inherit the skills I possess.
Have you heard the latest Stray Kids album, Risen?
I really like, what is it, Black Milk? Or Black Pink or something? Oh, I'm so not down with the kids. I don't know. Fuck all about K-pop.
Thanks to the work you've done for us today, rebuilding efforts ought to proceed.
I've listened to my one of my daughters go on about a lot of K-pop.
Right.
And basically be sat down in front of the telly while she puts a load of YouTube videos on. And it's always this band called Stray Kids.
Okay. I'm sure K-pop's great, but yeah, it's a scene that passed me by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, let's see if I can find Ian
not
quickly. You're not Ian, I don't think. Wait, I think this guy's a merchant.
Well met.
Oh, there's a big argument brewing in the chat about what constitutes a long game.
Oh gosh, how long is a piece of string? Yeah. I honestly prefer games that like are shorter to complete nowadays, just so I can see them through to the end. A game with like 100+ hours, I will undoubtedly drift off, leave it for a week, come back and forget what the fuck I was meant to be doing, and then and then I'll just never complete it again.
Yeah.
Here's Ian.
Oh, fine.
Ian.
Hopes up for naught.
Oh, not naught.
Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother?
Your brother Norbert?
Brave
Yes.
fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into
This
the
is
forest.
a really good example of a Dragon's Dogma quest, Dragon's Dogma side quest that is so
I'm not afraid of monsters.
run of the mill, but because it's Dragon's Dogma, it's incredible. There's like
you go in my place.
you just like go for a walk and find this guy's brother, but like all the stuff that happens along the way is all this emergent things, and it can happen in different ways.
Go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest.
It's that Lord of the Rings thing of like they've taken going for a walk and made it really like special, you know.
I suppose there's only one thing.
Which is good, really, because one of the things that I think might get people a bit in this is the fact that there isn't really any fast travel, and the fast travel you do is really kind of quite tricky and expensive. Like you can fast travel to certain things that you unlock, port stones I think they're called, but you have to use a journey stone or something to do it, and they're really rare or expensive to buy, so you have to really limit the amount of time you do it. You can go on Oxcarts, but you can never choose where an Oxcart goes. They always have set destinations, so it's great that, like you were saying, you can just go on a walk and so much different stuff will happen. It makes every like journey and a different adventure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where are you going?
The thing about Oxcarts as well is that Oxcarts are safer than walking, but they are subject to all the same things that like an on-foot party can encounter. So you have the option. It's like in Grand Theft Auto when you get in a taxi, you've got the option to go to sleep and wake up at your destination. But more often than not, you'll be waking up during a goblin attack. The convoys being like, molested by some like ogre or something, and you have to intervene. And there's no like it's not a guaranteed sort of way of getting to your destination. The Oxcart can be destroyed, so it's again pretty uncompromising actually.
Yeah, once you get in the Oxcart as well, you can choose to doze off, and then it is kind of like a fast travel thing, or you can stay awake. What happens? If you doze off as well, it doesn't uncover the map that you travel on, which I thought was quite interesting.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's really interesting. That's cool.
It only uncovers what you're awake for. So I took the Oxcart down here, and like there's a big section here that's still blanked off, except for like a bit here where an ogre attacked me, and I got woken up and had to fight him. Then I got back in and had a snooze.
That's an incredible detail. That's a really nice touch, actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool, and it makes perfect sense. It's just like this.
It's what would happen, I guess. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, the game's quite devoted to that sort of realism. You're like, is that how that? Well, of course, that's how that works.
Yeah.
Literally, your eyes are closed.
Yeah, you wouldn't remember seeing something if you slept through it. So.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna get me some grapes.
Oh, I think from what our reviewer has told me, just because the comments are still talking about this 100 hours thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if your concern is whether or not you can play Dragon's Dogma 2 for 100 hours, you absolutely can. Like, there's a lot of actual like content.
Yeah,
a lot of different choices and stuff, and there's also like so much emergent stuff that I don't think you're going to struggle to hit that 100-hour mark if that's important to you.
Yeah, once you've done the even if you mainline the main quest, you've got a huge world to explore, like little dungeons to find and things.
Yeah, and like there's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of quest stuff that doesn't trigger until you've finished the main quest. So you've got this whole end game thing as well. So it's. I think I don't think you can call this game short by any means.
No.
I'm definitely never going to complete it. It's not going to happen. I'm going to enjoy it for a while.
Yeah.
But I will never get to the end of this because I have a small child.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll have a fair few hours under my belt of wandering around, exploring, doing crazy stuff. But yeah, I don't know if I'll see it through to the end because it's just so massive.
Yeah.
This, viewers, is if you go on the quest with Ian as well, this is a bit of a tutorial for camping and things.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any... Oh, shit. Every time I press the wrong button. Items. Do I have any meat on me? I want to show the meat grilling, but the meat grilling went a bit viral. Because this game uses real meat grilling animations. But you can only grill meat if you make a camp and you have meat already in your inventory, which I don't. But I can make a camp because one of the things I picked up just then was a camping kit. If you don't... Actually, let's cancel quickly. If you don't have... I'm pressing the wrong buttons all the time. If you don't have one of these, a modest camping kit, or there's different kinds of camping kits you can have.
You can upgrade them, can't you?
And they give you better boosts and better stats depending on how modest or great they are, whatever. You have to have one of those, and then to use them you have to find a campfire like this. They're a lot easier to spot at night time because you can kind of see the glow and the smoke rising, but they're placed around in fairly regular intervals. Here we can make the camping kit. I got a trophy there, an intense adventure, excellent pun, big fan. Now, if I had some meat on me now, there would be a stove on this campfire that I could cook the meat on. By cooking the meat, it gives you additional rest and buffs for when you wake up.
Yeah.
So you can sit here, you could chat and enjoy the fire. Perhaps you could put this on in the background on your TV for a couple of hours, like one of those, campfire,
I love that.
fireplace things. Just a
Take
nice
a podcast on.
Yeah.
The best games ever podcast on VG247.
Oh, yeah. Stick this on in the
I don't know why I'm looking over there. There's not a camera over there. It's a really weird
we don't have the budget for multicam streams yet, but we're working on it. So, yeah, I'm going to examine this, and I'm going to rest till morning because nightfall's scary. But you can also, here, if I had a much higher level character with lots of different weapon skills that I'd bought, I could use this opportunity to swap them out. And check my check Titch's skills as well, my main pawn. I can't change anything now, but it's a good place to swap your skills out if you've got something coming up that you think might need a bit more defense than attack or whatever.
Yeah, it's a good way of you can lightly sometimes a quest takes you to a part of the map that you're not actually familiar with, and it has a new type of enemy or something, and it only occurs to you afterwards that maybe I should respec a little bit here. So that's quite cool. But yeah, I love the live action meat cooking. That was such a surprise. And oddly, a very Capcom thing to do.
Nothing else in this game is live action either, is it? It's just for some reason they were like, should we just fucking go out into the wilderness and cook some fucking really delicious looking meat?
You know, it's just because a bunch of them in the office were just like, should we just like expense a load of steak?
Yeah, let's get some.
Do you fancy a steak? Like,
yeah, let's get the biggest slab of wagyu we can get and go out on camping.
Yeah. So I love that. I think I'm afraid it's time for me to love you all and leave you.
No problem.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and there's already a bunch of stuff in the opening that I didn't know was there that I've seen. So I'm feeling like I might start again, to be honest.
Yeah, well, if you do, you're gonna have to start a whole new profile or delete your save.
Yeah,
it's the only problem. But you can come back to Melve and do these. Quests, getting on Oxcart, come back to Melve and they'll be there for you. But yeah, thanks Jim for joining me. It's been a pleasure. Viewers, if you would be so kind as to head on over to Mr. VG247 on YouTube, there is a link in the chat, pinned to the chat and in the video description. Go over there. There's loads of stuff from Jim on that channel, and it features all the writers from VG247 as well.
Yeah, we all get involved. Yeah,
I've heard there's a pretty good podcast on there as well.
The Best Games Ever podcast, also on Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, etc. But yeah, absolute pleasure, and I would say as well, we're going to do this a lot more often now.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
Over the from now on really, so we don't really do many streams. Well, we don't do any streams on VG247. So this is a really nice change of pace for me actually, and I'd love to come back if you'll have me.
You are more than welcome anytime, Jim. It's been an absolute pleasure and an honour.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Jim. Everyone go and subscribe to Jim and VG247. Go do it now. And then come back, because I'm going to be streaming this for another 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Cheers, Jim.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Cool.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, let's move me over here. What a lovely guy. Yes, we're going to be getting Jim on. And hopefully get some more of the Dicebreaker crew over on Eurogamer as well. We're going to try and merge the video teams and create a kind of Avengers thing going on. A video Avengers for the Gamer Network. And everybody who works across the Gamer Network video teams are an incredibly talented lot. It's going to open up possibilities, endless possibilities for much more excellent hashtag content on all of our channels and across all of our websites as well. So it's an exciting time here on Eurogamer, and an exciting time for the NPC Ian. Where are you, Ian? Is he dead? Oh no, that's Ian? Wait, he's on my mini-map. There he is. Let's go. He's the diamond on my mini-map. Let's follow Ian up the hill. We've still got to find his brother, Norbert. But this whole area, this little quest, I'll probably end up doing this quite quickly now. But as Jim was saying, there's lots of little exploration areas to explore around here that you burnt up about 45 minutes of me this was all me kind of still at this point, even though I came to this area after doing a bunch of the other quests. This is still a bit of a journey of exploration for me. And you just wander off and you can find things like this. This is a golden trove beetle. And those beetles are really useful if, like me, you love, and I mean love, looting. Because... where's the beetle gone? Where'd it go? Did I pick it up? Why is it not in my menu? Why can't I see it? Is someone else holding it? Oh, Lillian has it for some reason. It went into Lillian's pocket. Lillian, it's mine, because if I use it... wait, why can't I have it? Lillian! Give it to me! Wait, give to John Everman. There we go. Unbelievable. Lillian, am I going to have to boot you out of the company? There we go. Golden Trove Beetle. By consuming it, you can carry an extra 0.15 of a kilogram. So the more of these you find, if you find one, straight away, neck it. Because, you know, you can get over encumbered in this game just like other RPGs. And Ian likes to loot a lot. I mean, even if we look at the map here, you can see there's this little pathway I could have got. What adventures would have happened down here? What's up here? Where are we going? Lots of little areas to explore and things to find. Sorry, just refreshing my YouTube because my comments are frozen. Offworld says, "Hey Gav, how's Ian enjoying it so far?" I'm really enjoying this. So, I played the original game. I streamed it for about 20 hours or so on my personal YouTube channel, Platform 32. Maybe not 20, but double figures hours. And the original one I enjoyed, but I just kind of drifted off away from it. There you go, I'm knackered. That was my stamina. I wasn't watching my stamina while I was doing my my skills. This one I'm really into. It flows a lot better. It just feels more polished. Just everything about it is an upgrade from the original, and yeah, I think it's great. I totally agree with the Eurogamer review, 5 stars. Most other websites are giving this game 5 stars as well. VG247 did. I think it's great. I thought I was done for. It's Norbert.
Feeling? I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
That's the clip I sent to Jim. Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
Ought.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we?
Let's do it.
The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Ah, you'll hear no complaints from me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be off then.
I need to play the first one. I bought it when it first released on Xbox 360, and it asked me if I wanted to buy in-game money with real money before the game even started, and I never went back to it. I don't remember that happening for me, Brent Irwin. But I don't know if it's still on sale, but just before this game came out, the original Dragon's Dogma 2, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, which is kind of like the Game of the Year edition with DLC and everything, that was recently on PlayStation Store, £3.99 for the first game, but with all the DLC kind of thing as well. So, £3.99 for the original, great value, I'd say. And while you don't need to have played the first game to play this one, the reason this game has so much hype behind it is because the first game, even though it was kind of janky and a bit impenetrable sometimes, it had a massive loyal fan base.
I'd gladly see you
Let's go up here, see if I can get across that little bridge to that barn. So, yeah, at £3.99, if it's still that on the PlayStation Store, I would 100% recommend getting Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, especially if maybe you can't afford this yet, but you want a similar experience, slightly less polished, but there you go. See, Rincewind was just saying that such a thing has escaped his master's notice entirely. That means that I found this chest, but the person who created Rincewind had never found that chest before. And what will happen is things that I've not discovered. If Rincewind's master had run past and found a collectible, for instance, he might say, "Oh, my master found this thing over here. I shall lead you to it." And then you hear that, you press up on the D-pad to say go, and Rincewind would take us there, lead us in that general direction. I'm going off-road now.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Hey, oh, that goblin's trying to throw rocks at me as well. Yeah, 2 can play that game. Oh, did that one hit kill them all? That did. I got a double kill with a rock there. I just need to go into the system and the options and invert my aiming camera as well, because that was doing my nut in. Save changes, yes. Oh, you just made Gobbo Mints, says Dragon Botherer. I certainly did. Rincewind, has he been running away a lot, says Miss Muscle? He's actually been not too bad. Jim had to remind me what Rincewind was, who Rincewind was based on, because I totally forgot. Oh, did you guys run off down the hill? Team! Christ, team. Oh, it looks like I'm dealing with these by myself. Oh, what's actually... So... It'll mean I can't go... Oh, I'll show you in a second, actually. Let's lob this guy off the cliff. There you go. He's dead. Can I pick this guy up? Yeah, I can. Ow. Ouch. I am wet as an otter's pocket. There we go. A little bit of a... throw plus stab combo. I'm about to die. What's great with this game is even if you're in the midst of dying, you're like, he's dead, he's fallen down, he's dead. If you pause it before the game says you are dead, you can go into your inventory and you can combine stuff to make drafts of potion. And then you can drink them, and as you see up in the top left, John Everyman's health now going up. The ripe Harsbuds, or the Harsbuds in general. This is a princess Harspud. I guess that must be a good version of a Harspud. Basically, they're potatoes. If you eat them, they'll recover stamina. So if you're, say, on the back of a griffin that is in the air and you're stabbing it and you're just about to run out of stamina and fall off, you can pause the game, come into your inventory, neck a Harspud, your stamina will then go to full, unpause, and you can get back into stabbing that griffin in the head. It's the taters, says Nightcat. They are taters. Oh my god, I've already... Titch, I thought Titch was about to cast a healing spell, then here we go. Rincewind is. Let's heal a bit. Oh, there's a big lad. Oh gosh. So one of my pawns is down now. And you'll be able to hear that and see it on the menu, on the mini-map. That pawn is bleeding out. Oh shit. There you go. I actually did a parry then. Oh. Damn, not. I was going to try and pick this guy up, but he should be injured enough to pick. Oh, God! Leg it. All my characters are down. Lillian is picking a character up, and Lillian was trying to carry that character to me now for a revive, because the pawns can't revive anyone. I'm going to drink this panis. Oh, no. Oh, my health's fairly... full, actually. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I was nearly dead. I was nearly dead. Luckily, I paused it just in time. There we go. I've drunk some panacea, so now I am not dead. The bridge is collapsed. That was one thing I wanted to show you myself, is that you can knock down bridges when people are crossing them. Let's see if I can revive Lillian quickly. When I revive Lillian, a circle appears around me. Oh, damn it. That circle, if you've got multiple pawns in that circle, multiple pawns will be revived at the same time. Hey. Come here, you. Can I pick this guy up? I think he's a bit too big to pick up. There we go. That was... Well, that was quite the... Thanks, Lillian. Can you bring the other one over here so I can demonstrate double reviving? No? Fine. Maybe if I come over here, she'll carry him back over here.
There's no sense lamenting it. We'll just have to take the long way round.
Fine. Oh, wait. No, wait, she's doing it. Okay, bring him over here, Lillian. That's it. Drop him down. That's it. So now... I should be able to revive them both at the same time because they're in this healing circle. There we go. So that bridge, yeah. So you can cut down bridges when enemies are walking across them. The valid strategy does mean then that you have lost a way to get across. Like, which, you know, sometimes in this game, because you can't go through deep water, can mean that you've just given yourself an extra 30 minutes journey. So was there anything in here worth it? Some gold and a chest. That was 1,550 gold. We got Aged Scrag of Beast. Ooh, Aged Scrag of Beast. I've not cooked that yet. Do I have any? Do I have a? I do have a camp. I might have to go and see what the Aged Scrag of Beast looks like when it's cooking. So. There you go. Shouldn't hurt me too much when I'm dropping down here. So now, I'm going to head back down here. I thought Ian and Norbert were down here, but they seem to have vanished from my mini-map. What quest have I got on at the moment? Let's go to my quest list. Brothers Brave and Timid. So let's press X to make... Oh, no, it's square to set that as priority. I think they might have fucked off back to town, you know. I don't care, because all I want to do at the moment is grill hot meat, or cook hot meat.
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
Take care not to fall.
We ought to proceed with caution.
Alright. Make camp. So, here we go. Let's make the camp. Modest camping kit. So I had one left over. And now you see, we've got the stove here, we've got the meat, and we've got the ability to cook. So now, Aged Scrag of Beast, we get to see some proper hot meat, live hot meat action here on Eurogamer. So what you guys subscribe for. Ooh, delicious. So cookie.
Well,
there we go.
Eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours sleep?
So now you can see above my health bar there, we've got 4 buffs there. Attack, defense, strength and something else was there. And I'm going to rest until morning again. If you like emergent gameplay and survival systems and no hand-holding, you'll probably like this as Godly Potato. Yep.
Come,
this pretty much sums it up.
Getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
I am feeling very rested, yeah. Oh, a heart? I think it must be health. Health has been boosted, strength, defense and attack. All been boosted from that rest and the hot meat action. I love these kind of points when you kind of crest a hill and then you see like a beautiful view like that. Look at the mist across the top of the water there, just in front of the town of Melve with all the mountains, and there's like Cloudy Mountain in the distance which maybe has some kind of Colosseum on the top of it hidden within the clouds. Very very good looking game. See you later, Kirsty Hands. Thanks for coming and joining us. Thanks for stream, she says. She'll be watching on VOD. See you in the future, Kirsty Hands.
Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Each to their own.
Oh, can't get across this way. Hello?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
So this
I shall follow your lead and prioritize.
So
support.
Eileen here is a thief, I think. Oh no, she might be. Is she a fighter? I think she might be a fighter, but she's got 2 knives. I'm gonna hire her and swap out Rincewind, because Rincewind's only level 2, and this thiefy fighter lady is level 6. I'm gonna give him a goblin horn.
It was a fine adventure we shared.
And now I've got.
May we meet again.
It will be an honor to serve by your side.
Technically, I've got a mage, a fighter, and I don't know if she is a thief or not, but it's good to mix up the classes basically. So I've got mage, fighter, archer, and oh look, Eileen is Eileen's got that hand in front, because Eileen's master, whoever created Eileen, has already done this quest before, and so Eileen's waving. She's got the hand there. She's saying, "Follow me. This is the way to the quest." So she'll lead. You just follow her now, and she'll lead us to exactly where we need to go.
Back at last.
There we go. See, so the pawns are very useful.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right?
Sure will, baby.
You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own.
Yeah.
When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward.
That's right, Ian.
Managed to say still.
You
I
keep
can't, so
talking.
from now on, I'm going.
With Sir Norbert safely returned,
Obviously,
Melve shan't lack for medicinal herbs.
if you play it, you probably won't be as impatient as me with dialogue options. I've sat through these dialogues before, which is why I'm kind of skipping them. Plus, it means technically you don't get any spoilers either. So, my priority, now I've completed that quest, my priority quest has been put back to In Dragon's Wake. So, this is going to get me to the main capital next. I could wander around Melve a bit more, see if there's any more like beginners missions to try out. The throwing one that I did and the mission with Ian and Norbert, those are 2 you should really do, just because they give you, you know, they give you the lowdown on throwing stuff and camping, which is, you know, both very useful skills to know when wandering around.
Good. Then let us be on our way.
Yes, let us be on our way. Oh wait, it's not yet, is it, that I get on the Oxcart? My brain is remembering things in the wrong order. We go on foot for a bit before an Oxcart appears. This game looks so good, says insert dumb name here. I'm having a great time with it. Even playing it through this section. Whoa, where am I going?
This battle ought to be
you know, this is the second time I've played through this beginning bit, and different things have already started happening. Bye. Wow, he went right in there. Nice. John Everyman's vocation has ranked up to 3, which means I should be able to hopefully buy some extra skills. You know, some more things like this. Next time I find a vocation guild. Got some goblins here guarding a chest.
Not bad. I nearly did as duty demands. Well said. Fly off as soon as you can.
Yeah, I did a finisher on that one. Yoink. Got some more fruit wobblent. Titch is leveled up now as well.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
The Arisen is the
cool, isn't it? You can see the goblins wandering around down there. Some kind of tent up there.
Is to claim the throne.
Yet not all claims are true.
Let's keep
Our
going.
kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly.
Oh, harpies.
Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, do well not to invite my
To
distrust.
let this send me to sleep this time. Ouch! Tried to do an attack to knock it out of the air, but it hit me with its claws. There we go. I thought my archer had gone to sleep for a second. Ooh.
My curative magic, so it can't just frozen. Wait a moment.
My pawns are absolutely doing the Lord's work at the moment. Stop sending me to sleep, Harpy.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
Have a Harpy. Oh my gosh, what is going on there? I think this big guy just tossed off one of my soldiers. Here you go, he's still alive for now. There he goes. He died. And they were guarding a chest. Lovely. A parching concoction.
I shall take a look inside.
I've already looked inside, Eileen. Come on, Eileen. Oh, wait, there's a ladder down there. Oh, I think that ladder... Oh, that would just take me across to there, but that's not where we need to go. I need to be following Soldier Boy here. There's a little cave.
Another
mouth.
statue. Mayhap it will yield us into view. I can see no reason not
What's
to
in
go see
here?
it up close.
Put my torch on, because things get... When it gets dark in Dragon's Dogma, it gets very dark. So what has this led me to? This has led me to this weird statue. Is there anything else up here? Can I do anything with this statue?
One can see far to the
Examine. It says, magnificent view. The landscape seems to unfold in all directions, revealing its secrets to a patient observer. So
Would
does
be a
that mean
good
if I
place to
look
take
in this
stock of our
direction,
surroundings.
I'll see
Right you
a
are.
secret? Or see a somewhere to explore, maybe? Or maybe this is just... Maybe
common
these just mark
Frustratingly so.
like an
We can't
area
expect
with a
gleaming
good
treasures round every corner.
view. I mean, I can see that there's this encampment up there. I've never been to that encampment on my other playthrough. But maybe they said more like secrets. Maybe there's something we've missed on the horizon that I'd spot if we took a little longer to stare around. And there's... I think we're heading over that way towards that kind of where my head is, that gateway. But yeah, that's just... The game's all about, you know, exploring, going off on your own, getting into a random adventure that no one else has ever been on kind of thing. Hey Damon Jet, thanks for doing the lovely supporter thing. If you are a lovely supporter, you can check out the Eurogamer Discord, which Nightcat has put a link to in the chat. And if you're a magnificent member or a super friend and support the channel with a little bit more each month, you also get access to the members video playlist.
Open the gate.
Okay. Open the gates then. Come on. Come on, Gregor.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
It is I, the Arisen.
An Arisen, by all appearances.
Correct.
An Arisen? Another pretender?
How dare you?
I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop...
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
Comment McCoy says, loving this, but I'll be back for the VOD. Gotta go to work. Cheers for watching, Comment McCoy. I'll see you in the future on the VOD.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble.
Yeah, we will.
If the claim is true, however, who can say?
Who can say? Alright, he's going to let us through. Not many people believe that this rag-wearing idiot is the Arisen. That's fair. I'm not exactly... I don't exactly look that important at the moment. Oh, look, there's a... Maybe there was a bridge. Mayhap there was a bridge across it. Wait, is this where he started? Oh! That's where we first got our quest from. Oh. Why not? They just want to give each other a hug, but they're other sides of the cliff face. So I have been to that area before. Right at the start of this stream, almost. Northern Vermund checkpoint. Okay. Ooh. Anything nice up here? Yeah, chests. Gotta love those random unlocked chests that litter the environment.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet it is nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it.
Aught?
Best we press on.
Okay, well, I'm up for pressing on to find the ox cart, you know, seeing as aught may have befallen it. But first, I've got a campsite to ransack. I don't think there's normally anything in these little tents. It's normally in the bigger tents. There are chests, like here. 850 G's. Now we're talking. Oh, I've still got my torch on. Let's turn that off. The torch is turned on by holding down L1, and then as you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, you got a quick menu there. I can either eat dried fruit, eat a ripened housebud, turn my lantern on, or go to the items menu. I never remember to do that. I always press start to go to the items menu. But inevitably, I first press triangle and do that because for some reason, I can't remember what game it was I played last time, but it was triangle to go to the menu, and that is muscle memoried into my brain. You will find these rift stones all over the world. So if I wanted to refresh my pawns, I could totally refresh my pawns right now. But Eileen and who's the other one? Lillian, they're doing all right at the moment. Oh, I'm going to pick up that camping kit, though. One thing about the camping kits is that... hold on, let's try go items menu. One thing about the camping kits that you need to bear in mind is that they are one of the heaviest items in the game. They are 7 kilograms, which compared to other things, like the sword is 1 kilogram. Oh, I don't think I've got my sword. I haven't equipped my Ring of Exaltation, which boosts my maximum health. Most things are under 1 kilogram, like they're 0.1 kilogram, except for armor and things. But the camping equipment is super heavy, so you can easily get over encumbered if you carry too many of them. Where are we meant to be going? I'm meant to be following Matey Boy, but I wanted to go up there and I've never been up there. And it looks really cool with that like waterfall and stuff, but I should keep following Matey Boy and stay on the main quest line bit. We've got 55 minutes left on this stream, just under an hour left on this stream.
Might you
It'd be good to
your pack, Master?
Oh, am I over encumbered?
Our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
This is exactly what I was talking about, isn't it? So where's my... How can I tell? Oh, so it says I'm heavy. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. Like, you're only over encumbered when that bar that says heavy is completely full. But it will slow me down. I'll be out of stamina a lot quicker. So what I can do is I can select this modest camping kit and I can give it to one of my pawns. I'll give it to Titch, just one, and then you see that has now brought my weight down, brought Titch's up, but less likely to go, what the fuck? Holy shit! That person is just absolutely not bothered. That is the kind of guy that does not look at explosions. He's that cool.
More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Yes. Alright, well let's head on. I think that's
I'll
it.
carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defense.
No, thanks. We've got a good team here. Let's go, let's go. So very pretty landscape once again. I wonder if I could... I don't think I could climb up that tree. Someone's dropping...
We've got goblins.
Where are the goblins?
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Oh, there's some up here. Look, here we go. Hey!
We can ill afford to throw them. Our foe is not yet there.
Stay with me, Arisen.
Bang! Utter chaos. Lovely, lovely. Dragon's Dogma 2 chaos. Yeah, gives a heal. There we go. Nice work, team. Let us onwards.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
They do sound like the grunts in Halo, Brent Owen. You're right.
Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Cool guys don't look at collapsing mountains, says Offworld. They certainly do not. Oh, harpies. Ouch! Tried to do a cool guy sky attack again and it failed. Where's that harpy? Archer, I hired you for a reason. Knock him out the sky. Not having a lock-on to your enemies can get a bit confusing at times. It works fairly well, like the auto lock-on stuff. Well, it does work fairly well, but I think there's a harpy over there as well.
Rarity or two.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
So, oh, there's a harpy absolutely kicking the shit out of someone on the mountain over there. This poor person is getting absolutely battered. There we go. That's what I've been trying to do. A nice upward swipe, knock them out of the air, and then they're weak as all hell when they're on the floor. You right there, buddy?
Very well. I shall lend you my aid.
Ah, so that's
you seem to be in need of it.
Someone else is Momo. Someone from a player called Olendil. Just wandering around there. So that means that somewhere in the world, Titch is probably wandering around. Now our pawns, my pawns.
We have found a material.
They said that there was something interesting.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
There's this little.
What might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
Goblin stronghold. Maybe there'll be something fun here. Wait, is that harpy? Ouch! That harpy hasn't noticed me yet. See if I can backstab it. I don't know if backstabbing is a thing. Fuck! Oh no! Now there's loads of them. Eileen, no! I should command Eileen to get closer to me by pressing the "Come on, Eileen" button. I'm hilarious. Stab. Oh. No! Whoa. Thought that was someone farting then, but it was this guy calling in reinforcements. Oh, falling down the hill. Climb up there! I've got butter on my shoes.
You are in need of healing. Allow me.
Thank you.
Wait a moment.
Okay, here we go. So these guys were guarding a chest. Lovely. Anything else around here? Oh, that's a fancy chest. What have we got here? Soft neck wrap and 500 Gs. Is a soft neck wrap something I can make use of? I've got a soft neck wrap on already. Homespun cloak. Oh wait, did I? Oh mate, maybe I just equipped this one straight up. I think I might have just equipped this one straight. What is it? Wait, no, none of them are equipped. Let's equip that then. There we go. Now I've got a nice little neck wrap on. Look at me. Ooh, fancy. Gather some materials. Actually, now might be a good time to quickly... no, I don't think I've got anything I can combine. This looks beautiful. Pretty inventory heavy, I take it, says James Brown. It can be at times, but it's not too bad.
A decent spot for a campsite. Let us keep this place in mind for when night falls.
I spend a lot of time in inventory just trying to unburden myself with lots of the stuff I've picked up. Right, mate? Oh, this is a cool set piece. May have seen this in a trailer.
There ought not to be water here.
What's this?
What's going on here? What the? Whoa! Oh shit, son! Okay, that is a big ogre. Now there are multiple ways we can fight this ogre, which is cool. Oh, Cyclops. So I could
No means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
climb up the Cyclops and stab him in the head, etc., etc. Grab him and all that lot. What I want to try and do, lead him over here maybe. Come here! To me! To me, everyone! So he's just going to fight these soldiers. This might ruin my plan. Come on, over here! Come and get me! I'm impatient. He is...
It is a foe worthy of caution.
Oh my god, it's kicking the crap out of those soldiers. Is he just gonna... He's just gonna stand there. Bollocks. Alright, I don't think this will work now, but I'll show you. I'll show you anyway what I was gonna do. You can come up here basically. You see this is... this rockfall is kind of blocked up the river. You can smash away the rocks here and unleash the power of the river. Ah! And then that river, if the ogre had been stood down there, that would have washed all the rocks down and insta-killed the ogre in the river. Unfortunately, the emergent gameplay has driven him away from that excellent trap that I could have done. So instead, Eileen and I are going to climb up this fella. Oh shit, I'm running out of stamina. Let's see if I can eat a horse. Oh, where's the horse bird? And then now I'm grabbed on. Now I'm stabbing him in the head. And look how much damage that does, stabbing him in the head. He's actually knocked himself out on the rocks, I think. So this is nice and easy, but climb up on the head, stab him in the weak point,
Let us watch our foe carefully.
and he's done. So yeah, multiple ways you can do that when you get to this point yourself.
I misjudged you.
But the coolest way to do it is to smash down the water and let the river kill him instead.
I had taken you for another false arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them.
Yes, well, you know, I'm no false arisen. I'm the real deal, baby.
Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thought. Give it
Good.
to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch. And
That was
I'm
kind
sure
of mean,
you'll
says
be-
Justice.
Of course, if
Hey, it
you'd
was either
rather
him or me.
continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us.
Okay, I think we get to see a little bit of Oxcart action now. So as I was saying to Jim earlier, there is no real fast travel in this.
Here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us?
The fast travel you can do is very expensive, hard to do. You only get limited times you can do it, unless you have you need to have certain resources. If you don't have them, you can't fast travel at all, and those resources are expensive. And I haven't even unlocked any fast travel points either. But I'm going to accompany them to the capital.
Board the Oxcart and we'll be off.
Could make my own way there, and if we look at the map, actually, the route to the castle is all the way down here. This is where we need to go. So I could be like, no, I'm just going to go by foot. I'm going to see what adventures befall me. You know, we've done this bit. It's taken a good 45 minutes just to get across here because of all the crazy stuff that's happened.
Fewer monsters are to be found in the main road. I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here.
Oh, there's a modest camping kit there. I'm heavy again. One of them saw a ladder. Where did you see the ladder? You going to show me where the ladder is? And they might run off and find the ladder. That could be a real roundabout route they're going, so maybe I won't let them take me this way. Because we want to, let's examine this, bring up the rift stone. No real need to do that, but yeah, so we'll get on the Oxcart, and when you get on the Oxcart, oh wait, hold on.
Very well.
I think I have to speak to the guy first, do I?
Might you be looking to enlist?
No. Oh. Do I not have to pay? Most of the time you have to pay on the Oxcarts, but I think this one I get it for free, yeah. So I just have to... You have to get the icon up there to sit. Then you can sit on the Oxcart, and now you can, if you want, you can leave it, and you can just sit here and watch and observe the scenery. The camera kind of locks, and you can, just sit there, and you can go through this route in real time, and it'll do all these nice little scenic cameras for you, and you can just, it's like a screensaver almost. And you can watch some of your pawns will follow along, whatever. But if you don't want to watch it, you can press triangle to doze off. But as Jim was saying earlier, you will often get ambushed on the route, so you will wake up, and then you'll have to help defend the carriage. And as I was saying to Jim earlier, you can see that, oh shit, where I fell asleep, that little section where I fell asleep for, that now hasn't uncovered the map. So if you're the sort of person that really needs to get rid of all of the fog of war from a map, you're probably not going to want to sleep through these Oxcart rides, because there'll be big chunks of the map that you don't get to uncover if you do it. And special move. Whee! Yeah. Woo woo! Level 9 already.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us.
No cuts for me then, says Jax. And Gavin says, oh, I'd have to run back and clear that. Yeah, exactly. See, I'm a little bit like that, but...
Will you join us? All right? Into the Oxcart.
I'm short of time. And it's good to demo this stuff because I'm also...
We're setting out.
I'm capturing the gameplay as I go here without me on it. Because I'm working on a nice bite-sized beginner's tips video. So a lot of the stuff I've touched on in this, instead of having to sit through an entire 3-hour stream, there'll be a nice choppy beginner's tips video. Just getting, for people who've never played Dragon's Dogma before, I think because I played the original Dragon's Dogma, this has been a little bit easier for me to pick up. I think if you go into this blind, there's going to be a lot of stuff you miss. A lot of stuff that you should be, like, if you know to keep an eye out for it, it'll keep you know, it'll make things easier for you and stuff like that. So I'm just going to do a nice little beginner's tips video. Script's mostly written, so hopefully that'll be up for Saturday. It's Captain Brandt!
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender.
Hey, rude.
You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee.
Run away!
I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside.
Oh God, I'm in trouble. Oh no, absolutely. I don't want to be interrogated, please.
I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty.
Oh, sir.
If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril.
Oh.
I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes.
I don't understand. How come you're being nice to me, sir?
Then you have truly lost your memory?
Yeah, it's an RPG,
in
isn't
that
it?
case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed.
Go for it.
You, and no other, are the sovereign.
Oh.
The only legitimate ruler of this kingdom.
Cool. That's a stroke of luck.
Some days passed. You confronted the dragon in the village of Melve, whereupon you became Arisen.
Oh.
The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and in Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming.
Flashbacks.
Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them.
All right. So,
This one's cleared of all suspicion.
Brandt's on our side, huh?
Capital.
Excellent. That's good to know.
Good sir, no
Some of these pretty interiors that Jim was talking about as well. It's quite cozy in here. Okay, I've completed the quest in Dragon's Wake, and I'm now...
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, fuck. Who you?
Consign it! Get back here!
Who was that idiot? He's over there. What's going on? What's happening? It's raining.
You there!
What?
Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now?
A cab.
Tell me which way he went.
No.
Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
He's off. Alright.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt.
Yes, you are.
In fact, there's aught I would ask of you
Aught?
if you've the time to spare.
Okay.
Aha! There you are!
Who is this idiot? Oh, look, there's some gold back there. Okay, never mind.
Apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
All right. See you later, weird boy thing. Let's pick up some copper ore. I'm very heavy now. Hello? Oh, look at that. They just left their dinner out. Okay. So this is the main town, right?
Here.
This is
ought to put it to
well,
good use.
this is the main town where's the ladder? Show me where the ladder is. You gonna show me? I thought they said there was a ladder. Where is it? Gone. Show me the ladder. What the hell was that? Wobbly water. Is it that ladder? I think they're talking about that ladder up there. Yeah, so this is the main town of Vernworth. And Vernworth can get a little bit confusing just because the streets are so tight. They're very turned around. And also you get a lot of icons on top of each other. The most important places you're going to need to know about in Vernworth really are the Vocation Guild, the inn, Sakir's Inn. These benches, these are places where you can sit down and time skip. And yeah, the Riftstone is where you can go and summon more pawns and stuff. But let's.
I'll go and open the chest.
Oh, she's just ransacking the chest of a shop. Nice work, Eileen. That's going to get us thrown out of town pretty quickly. Yeah, let's go and check out some scissors on here. Does that mean that might be a costume or changing your look or something? I've not been to the skizzers. So this here, the Vocation Guild.
I've just recalled a little.
Greetings.
It's a very useful
Welcome
place
to the Guild Hall.
to
Here
go to.
we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word.
Oh look, a city map. Let's praise the devs, says Istar. Is that a burn? Is that a sick burn against Starfield? So here I could change my vocation. As we can see here, the starter vocations, Fighter, Archer, Mage and Thief, are still available. But there's also Warrior and Sorcerer are available. They're redded off at the moment because they're locked behind a quest.
But I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild?
So basically that guy's just given me a quest. And it's a quest you can do whenever you want. You have to find either a greatsword or an archer staff, preferably both. If you find them, then it will unlock the ability to be able to purchase and change vocation to like a warrior or a sorcerer. Obviously you have to spend the DCP as well to unlock him. But you know, when I play Dark Souls games, I quite like being like a great sword wielding guy. So maybe I'd want to keep an eye out for a great sword and bring it there to unlock the warrior class. I have leveled up a few times since we were in Melve, and I've unlocked a couple more attacks. I've got Compass Slash here for 450 DCP, so I'm going to acquire that. And I'm going to equip that. I'm going to equip that to Circle, I think. Shield Bash, Shield Summons, and Springboard. They're all kind of defensy ones. But, I mean, that's kind of useful. I guess maybe I'll get Springboard and equip it for now. But I'll probably change that to an attack thing at some point. I also forgot about the core skills that I have. These are skills that the fighter class has, including that parry move. So hit the shield, press R1 just as the character's attacking. There's Tusk Toss. So if I hold down square, I can like juggle enemies into the air. And there's this one when you're falling, you hold the shield out. So you hold block when you're falling, and it cushions your landing. Is the buttons the attack moves or only special attacks, says Kiryuka. So,
methinks Roderick will be able. He runs the local armor. May fortune smile upon you.
Let us commence our search without delay.
So those skills I just bought, at the moment, the standard moves I've got, Onslaught, Impale, Dash, and Jump. They're all I can do, but if I hold down L1, it changes to my weapon skills, and now I can do, this might annoy the town, but now I bought Compass Slash, so if I press circle while holding down L1, there you go, do my circle slash, my Compass Slash even. Got my springboard there, and that has, whoa, okay, Eileen just springboarded off that. There was no big enemies in front of me to springboard her onto. But it's as simple as doing that. You just have to hold down L1, and then you can do those attacks. And that's the same for all the classes. You do it for Archer, you hold down L1, or maybe R1, I think it is for the Archer. I can't remember. It's slightly different, but you hold down one of those buttons, and then you'll have a range of different arrows you can fire. Well, I need to meet Captain Brandt in here at night time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of things. If you remember in Melve, we met that annoying little girl who wanted fruit
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melve?
Yes, I was.
I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have that girl's always running off.
Yeah, she is. Talking to strangers, asking them to buy booze to the shop. So basically what that has done is basically he's given me a 20% discount in the store now because I helped her out earlier. I'm buying an ornate box. I'm going to buy some health potions. I'll buy some fruit lobulant. That's about 5,000. Sure, let's purchase that. Nice. A little bit of discount there. I can sell stuff if I want as well.
Our packs are heavier, and our
Another excellent place to come when you come here is this little row of stalls. These are armourers and weaponsmiths.
Oi, friend. Klaus sent word that fair warning. From the tell of it. Pray do be careful.
Something about goblins.
Losing my wares for good would make me sore.
So here I can buy new weapons. So for instance, I currently have, well, I think I've got just a basic sword. So I might buy a broadsword. I've equipped that.
Oh, compared to...
Now I should be able to then sell my old sword, which was this trusty sword. So I'm going to sell the trusty sword. And you can also enhance equipment as well. So I think at first, the first enhancement for most things is just cash. So let's enhance this broadsword I just bought for 240G. Now, if I want to enhance it again, I need 576 gold and 2 slate-coloured horns. So this is where collecting, like searching dead bodies and collecting items comes into play. I could also upgrade my shield and my shirt and things like that, but I feel like I'd be better off buying a better shield. Let's sell my round shield. I don't need that. And let's then go to enhance equipment again. And now let's enhance my shield. And what do I need? I need scrap iron to enhance that again. I feel like my clothes are a bit crap. Hopefully I've got enough money to buy a bit of armor from Bjorn here.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory.
You notice as well it says give gift there. You can also gift characters things, and if you gift them something they like, they will often give you a bit of discount. Sometimes you can get bunches of flowers. I know that this guy loves bunches of flowers. I don't know if he'll like dry flower.
How odd.
No, not a massive fan of the dry flower I gave him. He does love bunches of flowers.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality is what you need.
So let's
if you want
see.
to survive.
I think I've got 2 of those. I'll keep. I won't sell anything just yet. How much? I've got 7,000. It might not be enough to buy a great deal. Plate armor. I could. What about trousers? Patroller knee guards. Another nut. Guardian leg plates. See, some of these are very expensive. I've only got 7,000 on me. So let's get Grand Surcoat. Let's get the plate armor. That's going to up my defense quite nicely. And equip it.
Price, just remember.
And so I've got 2,000 left to buy some trousers. So it might just have to be the leather napped boots, but it's better than the rags I was wearing before. Combat breeches are 3,000. Okay, we're going for the napped leather boots. I'm going to purchase those. And then if I've got enough cash, I'll give these all a level 1 upgrade. Putrid gold tooth, I need 2 of those for that one. And to upgrade this one, oh, I need 2 beast skin, but I have beast skin, so let's upgrade that again. And to do the 3rd and final upgrade, I've got a goblin horn, but I'd need a saurian scale. It says I'm over encumbered, so I'm going to go sell stuff. I'm going to sell the miner's shirt. I'm going to sell the labourer's trousers. I'm going to sell the homespun cloak. It still says I'm very heavy. So maybe I'll sell one of these. See how much weight that camping equipment took off me then. You can also equip rings and things which will help you carry more stuff, you know, very RPG in that sense. But
many thanks. I appreciate the business.
You're welcome, sir. And then there's this guy here who sells things like potions and things. So if you wanted to go out on an adventure, you want to come here, buy yourself a camping kit. Depending on how rich you are, you could have a, like, see that grass patterned one is much more expensive, but it's a kilogram lighter. So you could buy, oh look, oh the Marcher's armor looks cool. And it's way cheaper, Marcher's Curiouses. Can I have a, I can't afford the helm. What if I sell some stuff? Can I get enough money to get a helm? Oh, the lightning magic's cool, but... So these books, the Fulgurious Lord, books like this, you activate them and he casts it's a spell, basically. I'm going to sell them, though, because I want a helm for my character. Marcher's helm, purchase, and equip it. Okay.
Many thanks.
You're welcome. There you go. I'm looking more like a fighter now. We've got some armor on. It's mismatched, but it's all good. If I go back into my equipment, I think there's a way. Yeah, here you go. I can raise the visor, and then it, you know, I can see his beautiful John Everyman's beautiful little face there as well. So next up, we need to. Let's bring up the quest list again quickly. So Vocation Frustration, that's the one where you have to find the greatsword and the staff. if you go to the quest details, there's no destination. These are just things you're going to have to stumble over yourself to find out where the Archer Staff and the Great Sword are. But we want Seat of the Sovereign as the main quest, and we need to visit the Starlight Inn at night and confer with Captain Brand. So what we need to do is make it nighttime. And to make it nighttime, we can go up here, and there is a little bench here. We can just sit on this bench, and we can doze off. And then it's nighttime. I was just saying that things in your inventory can rot, and things around the world can break. Take a little shortcut here, and run into here.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn.
Hello.
We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start?
Yes. Buy a round. 2,000 G for a round? What is this, London? Unbelievable. Right. We want to speak to... Not you. How rude. Facing through Captain Brand. Stop it!
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you.
Okay.
'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Okay. So we go over to the special little meeting table. Come on, Captain. There he is. No rush, buddy, no rush.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants.
Gavin says, oof, apparently sub 30 frames per second in taverns and towns. Frame rate in this game isn't great. When you go in taverns and towns as well, it does seem quite juddery. I mean, it's kind of in keeping with how kind of juddery and janky the original Dragon's Dogma was. It doesn't bother me too much, but it is noticeable sometimes how it struggles a bit.
Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power.
Yes.
None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry.
Not me, then.
If your Majesty is to
I'll skip through this.
among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks.
So,
Pray,
yeah.
allow me to summarize them for you.
So this is where the game starts opening up a lot more. Like, already it's open world, and I could have done none of this and just wandered off on my own and had my own adventures. But in terms of the main storyline, this guy gives you a selection of quests. These 3 to start with, and then more.
The citizenry
and each one's slightly different. This one is to go to 3 points around the map and
I thank you, Your Majesty.
take out the monsters within them.
Next is Half Village. Finally,
I'm just going to skip through because he talks a lot.
We have been chopped.
There is much we ought to.
There's also one. This one you have to sneak into the palace at night time and get into the Queen's office and find some documents.
The door to the Queen Regent's office.
That's at night time. And then
we ought to tend to.
The third one, the magistrate, you have to break into the prison.
I refer to Waldar,
and you have to speak to Waldar, the magistrate, who is locked up in the prison.
What say you? I prepared
so you can have all 3 of these going
should you
like
be discovered.
in your quest list. Of course, you only have one priority quest. So for this stream, I'm going to make my priority quest monster culling. So as we can see on monster culling, if I then go to quest details, we can see that there are 3 locations: Trevo Mine, Harve Village, and the eastern edge of Vermund. If we go back out now, that is my main quest to the map, world map. They're fairly spread out. These quests took me a good few hours because of the crazy shit that happened in between and the stuff I found as I did it. And once again, if you look here in the grayed out areas, you can see there are multiple routes to go. You can follow the roads to where you need to go. Perhaps you can try a shortcut see if that'll get you where you need to go. But there's multiple ways to go. The other two quests are both in the town, but they're more kind of diplomacy, sneaky based. So I've got 15 minutes left on this stream basically. So I'm just going to wander out into the open world now and see what there is to see out and about as I wander around, and head towards. What I'll do is I'll head towards. I think I'll head towards this one here. Gets a bit aggressive round here. Maybe I'll be able to find a big ogre fight or something to finish things off with. First thing I am going to do though is I'm going to sit. Actually, oh, do I have enough? I probably don't have enough money to rest in a tavern. Actually, I was going to rest in. No.
As much we
that will be all.
Do not forget that we work to serve the citizens.
Shut up. Yeah, I probably don't have enough money to book a tavern, so I'm just going to doze off until daytime. Is there a stash box, or do you have to own a house to get one, says Running Mike? That's an excellent question. There isn't a stash box, so to speak. There, you can get one, and it was kind of like a random thing that popped up for me. There was a woman that appears around. A woman appeared around here somewhere for me, but I think they wander around the map, so she could be anywhere. But basically, so a woman turns up, and she says to you, "I've got a quest for you." It's not you, is it? Is she in here? Wait, is it this woman sleeping? She dead. Yeah, basically, a woman around here once said to me, "Hey, I've got a thing for you. Would you like to live in my house for a week?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll live in your house for a week." And then she gives you this house here, and the on the provisory that you come back here and check in multiple times during the week. And in there is a bed you can sleep in to rest. There is a stash box in there as well. I don't know what happens after the week is done. Maybe if you complete the mission, then she gives you the house forever. But there is a stash box in that building. I haven't found the woman to give me that quest yet. This guy here might give me a quest.
Yeah. All I ask is that you hear my request.
I'm going to ignore you now. This guy is great to speak to. He will give you an Oxcart quest that will take you back to Melve. And he kind of just teaches you also about how Oxcarts work. Oxcarts only run in the daytime, so a lot of the time you'll have to wait for an Oxcart to turn up. It's kind of fades to black and then one will appear. These Oxcarts you will have to pay.
I'm not taking any passengers just now, sir.
So I'm not at the right time, so I'd have to wait. But I'd have to pay him to do it. This guy wants me to go to Melve and deliver a letter, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to head out now. We're just going to see a little bit of the landscape before this stream
Just yonder looks
ends.
to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
But we've got, like, you know, surrounding Vernworth or whatever it's called here. We've got some lovely little farmland.
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming
Bloody
to assist.
knackered. Bloody knackered. This water shouldn't be deep enough for it to hurt. Good. Hey, knackered. I think I need to reduce my weight again. Picked up some dried spuds. Again, though, most buildings, pretty much every building you can go into, you can steal stuff.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Dried meat and strawberry. You can read notes as well on the walls. So there's, you know, loads of stuff you can get up to. Chatting to the villagers. You might get random quests off them. How is my... I'm heavy, but not that bad. Not that bad. I've only got one kit on me. Everything's equipped. Oh well. Brrr. Got some piggies. Mate, What is wrong with you? Thank you. I could eat a Harspud. Harspuds are basically this game's monster energy drink. Harspuds! They give you wings! Have I reached a dead end here? I feel like maybe I've screwed myself over. Whoop. I wanna be. I think I've screwed myself. I think this is a dead end, isn't it? And I want to be going over here. Maybe.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
There may be a way to go this way. Might be a little shallow bit of water. This is a Saurian. The Saurians are worth fighting. Oh, that's far too deep. Dang it. Oh, look out for these as well if you want to upgrade things.
This is my first time clapping eyes on
You
such
already have a pickaxe on you.
I
You don't need to find a pickaxe.
Has yet to even discover it.
But these resources, silver ore and things, they're very useful for upgrades and stuff. Okay, so oh, I've only got 7 minutes left. Whether I'll get round to those Saurians or not in time. Basically, every monster has a weak point. Those Saurians,
take a closer look.
They could be really hard to fight because they're fast and they're very strong. But if you can get round behind them and cut their tails off, they become instantly super weak. So if you're fighting the Saurians, chop off their tails. Tails never fails, as they say. Come on, up you get. Yeah, there's no way through that way. I remember coming this way before now and face palming. I can go across this little bridge though. Yeah, I mean, like, so, you know, we're close to the end now of the stream. So, in summary, this is a great game. If you're looking for a single-player RPG that you can get thoroughly lost in, this is the type of game where you'll go off, you'll be like, my mission's there. And then 5 hours later, you could be like, holy shit, I've just gone off and done all this incredible stuff and completely forgot about my mission that was over there. Like, what? You know, it's one of those big time sink games that if you can, you know, if it clicks with you and you can get into it, you're gonna get many hours of joy. Like, I played this game for preview and I played it in a completely different area of the map called Batal. It's like a big deserty area, loads of different enemies, different things to see and do. Like, this is just literally just a small portion of the map we've seen today during this stream. Help me get Titch. Come on, little caddy. I am formidable, thank you. Come on, can we get to those fish things? They're around where that campfire is. Knackered again. Didn't expect to go for that one, but never mind. Oh, picked one up. Let's throw him. Bang. Stun that one. Let's pick this one up and just throw him straight into the water. There you go. That's the insta-death water monster. Doing all the hard work for me. Those Saurians, have they come up around here? Listen, you. Two can throw things. There you go. John Everman, expert tosser. You guys still fighting something? No, he's dead now. Alright. Follow me, team. I'm going to finish this stream by cutting the tail off a Saurian, or whatever they're called. A Saurian. Wait, where are they gone? Well, they were there. Or a dragon or something. Oh, something is flying above. Where is it? I saw the shadow on the ground, but where is it? Oh. Is it oh, it's a griffin. Okay, fuck it. We're not fighting Saurons. Gonna finish off with a griffin fight, which I will undoubtedly fail at. Is it going to come back at me? I think it may have just been hunting bison.
This ends here.
I think it... You know what? I think it was just hunting. Never mind. Some other time... The Saurons have... I've legged it. So I can't demonstrate cutting off their tails for you. But I am right by a campfire, so... And I think I may have some meat. It may be rotten meat, but... Let's finish this stream off with some hot meat action, shall we? Let's use a camping kit. And... Let's... cook. Dried meat. Ooh, I've never done dried meat. This is going to be an interesting one. Oh, look at that. Oh, fancy. Oh, that looks succulent AF. Oh man, that is some expensive
Not like
meat
a feast
there.
to get you ready for bed.
Indeed.
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure.
And not like a feast to get me ready for the end of the stream. Hope you watched, you enjoyed watching this stream here on Eurogamer. Yes, DCC, correct. I am gonna leave now, but hopefully this demo of the first 3 hours of Dragon's Dogma 2 will have got you primed for playing it yourself, especially if maybe you're new to Dragon's Dogma and you never played the original game. Like I said earlier, a lot of the tips and things I've talked about during this stream, I'm going to edit down into a distilled kind of beginner's guide, nice easy one with chapters in. So anyone who's never played a Dragon's Dogma game before can watch beforehand, no spoilers, and it'll just tell you the main basic points you need to know to make going off on your adventures awesome and not frustrating, which they can be, because this game, it doesn't guide you too well at times. That will hopefully be coming up on Saturday, as long as I can get it done in time, because time is a thing and it moves too fast for me. But if not, it'll be up on Monday. There is, I believe a little bit of a sponsored video coming up tomorrow. Just waiting for the client to approve it. But it's a nice big long Let's Play with Zoe and I. And there's a VR corner as well. Ian's VR corner coming up this weekend. I play Happy Funland VR, which is a VR game all about trying to survive as you make your way through a haunted theme park. Is it worth the price of admission? Find out on Ian's VR Corner on Sunday. Big thanks to Nightcat and Dougie and Gavin for keeping everyone safe. I thoroughly recommend this game. I really like it, if you're wondering. So if you want to pick it up, it's out tomorrow on Xboxes, PlayStations and PCs. And also big thanks to Jim as well for joining me for the first 90 minutes. It was an absolute pleasure having Jim on here. Do check out Jim's stuff and VG247. Go and subscribe to them. They're part of the Gamer Network brand, along with, you know, Rock Paper Shotgun, Platform 32, Westy, you know, partially outside Xboxes and stuff. So yeah, go check him out. Subscribe, because you'll be seeing lots more of Jim on Eurogamer streams, I am sure. Anyway, thanks for having spending your time with me. I'm off to go and cook more meat. Goodbye.